The smoke on the road and silence in the walls. Somebody knows something, but nobody talks. Four names carved deep in the cold night air. A house full of shadows, a town full of prayers. The cameras kept rolling, the headlines all scream, but truth don't live clean in a manufactured dream. They told us a story tied neat with a string, but every loose thread keeps whispering things. Timelines got twisted, questions got buried, and the weight of the truth got too heavy to carry. Behind every door there's another locked room. Behind every answer there's the smell of perfume and doom. Devil's advocates walking through the smoke, searching through the ashes of the words they never spoke. Hidden deception lies in the flame. Somebody changed the story, but the blood still knows the name. Devil's advocates, we won't close our eyes, not while they keep hiding what's buried in disguise. You can seal the records, you can bury the proof, but we'll keep asking why they refuse to tell the truth. A knife in the dark and a sheath in the light, one piece of the puzzle held up to the night. But chains can get broken and stories can bend. Questions don't die just because they want them to end. The public was fed from a spoon made of rust. Trust what we tell you, don't question the dust. But justice ain't justice when silence gets paid, and the truth wears a mask in a courtroom parade. There's a cold little echo where the answer should be, and the louder they whisper, the harder we see. Devil's advocates walking through the smoke, searching through the ashes of the words that never spoke. Hidden deception lies in the flame. Somebody changed the story, but the blood still knows the name. Devil's advocates, we won't close our eyes, not while they keep hiding what's buried in disguise. You can seal the records, you can bury the proof, but we'll keep asking why they refuse to tell the truth. Was it fear? Was it power? Was it something they knew? Was the picture too dirty for the world to view? Every missing minute, every shadow call, every locked up answer paints blood on the wall. We ain't here for rumors, we ain't here for fame. We're here for the victims and the truth in their names. Tell us why the silence screams, tell us why the daylight bleeds, tell us why the story bends, tell us where the cover ends. Devil's advocates walking through the smoke, searching through the ashes of the words they never spoke. Hidden deception lies in the flame. Somebody changed the story, but the blood still knows the names. Devil's advocates, we won't close our eyes, not while they keep hiding what's buried in disguise. You can seal the records, you can bury the proof, but we'll keep asking why they refuse to tell the truth. Smoke over King Road, truth under stone. Four voices still calling from a house not alone. The night may be silent, the records may hide, but devil's advocates keep the fire alive.
All right, welcome everybody to a Crimes After Dark on a Monday. And you never know what's going to happen when you dive into a live, because we might premiere a song without warning whatsoever, like we did tonight. That was an amazing collaboration. One created the music with some lyrics that he helped create and some music he helped create with the help of AI, and it's badass. I loved it immediately. So thank you so much for that. And Robin spent all day trying to work on something to put together to give some motion and stuff to it. So it's a quick and dirty. Everybody likes a quick and dirty every once in a while. And so thank you very much for that, team. That was super awesome. We'll bring the team up here very quickly. We're going to do something a little different today on our Crimes After Dark. We're going to break down, well, I don't like to call it a breakdown. We're going to look at the Mason Barstow interview. I think the copy we got came from Logan on Bronx Tales, True Crime. So thank you very much for any work she did on getting the public records request on that. We're going to take a look at the video footage, which is about an hour and 47 minutes long. I know we won't get through it all because I'm going to have to pause and talk as I see things. I have not watched this video at all. I've heard about it. I've gotten some updates about it, but I haven't watched it myself. So I'm going to put my own eyeballs on it tonight. We're going to, as I would say, fuck it, we'll do it live. We're going to do it live. All right, so let's bring my team up here. Robin and One, how are you guys doing tonight? Oh, and you guys are both muted. So at first I thought I must be broken, but both of you show a mute symbol. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Like, am I broken?
Yeah.
Doing well, thank you.
Yeah, great job, Robin. On
thank you.
As always,
likewise.
Like,
Same to you,
like,
sir.
Great storytelling. You know, you put the words to motion, and you know, in the short time you know that was only like a few hours or whatever you had to do it. It still was like amazing.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and thank you for the amazing song. You had really strong visuals, which made it easy to you know, put the visuals to it. So yeah, great job.
Yeah, it was fantastic all the way around. And by the way, speaking of visuals, by the way, I'm going to go through every hard drive and everything we have tonight, I think, to try to find my New York footage. I have what I think is potentially really cool New York footage. When I went to, I timed it. I walked with my 4K camera to Times Square and filmed it as the sun went down and the lights were coming up and the crowd was getting, you know, into it, kind of thing like that. And I thought to myself, this will be really cool as one of those time-lapse videos that you speed up and watch the sun go down and the lights come up, kind of thing. And I figured I think I actually shot it at 8K at some points, like ridiculous quality. 4K is enough. Like, it's ridiculous. But I got to find the footage. I can't find my fucking footage. It's on one of our hard drives, on one of our cloud things. Hopefully it's in the cloud, because if it's not, I got to hope that I can find cables for my hard drives, because I got like 4 different hard drives it could be on. I'm going to try to put the work in tonight to find those things, but hopefully we'll find it, because I'm super unorganized. One of the things I'm going to try to also work on really immediately is to try to get my organization skills, so that it'll be like audio, video, you know, cases, whatever, and get shit organized, because I'm always struggling. Yeah. So do you have a monologue tonight? I
do.
Well, shit, let's kick that off and then we'll get into the show.
Sure. It's good to be alive in the den on a Monday night.
Yeah.
Juliana, Jackson, and my beautiful wife, love you guys always. Tonight, we step back into the shadowed halls of Moscow, Idaho. Not into the house itself. Not into the blood-soaked mythology that the internet has built around 1122 King Road, but into something quieter, something more uncomfortable. A conversation, a raw interview, a name that has resurfaced in the endless fog of the Idaho 4 case, Mason Barstow, a former University of Idaho student, a finance and economics major, a young man connected to the same campus ecosystem, the same Greek life circles, and the same social world that surrounded Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Knordel, and Ethan Chapin. But let us be very clear from the start. Mason Barstow has not been publicly charged. He has not been publicly named by law enforcement as a suspect. There is no reliable public evidence that he was officially accused of taking part in these murders, and that matters. Because Devil's Advocates does not exist to throw names into the fire just to watch the flames rise. We are here to ask better questions. Tonight, we are looking at the video interview not as a declaration of guilt, not as a trial by YouTube, and not as another piece of rumor-fueled theater. We are looking at it as part of the larger map investigators had to build in the early days after 4 young lives were violently taken. Who knew who? Who was close to whom? Who had recent contact? Who belonged to the same social circles? Who may have known the habits, the routines, the party scene, the relationships, the tensions, the whispers moving through the college town before anyone outside Moscow even knew something monstrous had happened? Because in a case like this, the truth does not always arrive wearing a badge and carrying a confession. Sometimes it hides in the margins, in the questions asked, in the pauses before an answer, in the names that appear briefly, then disappear. In the interviews we are told are routine, but somehow still feel important enough to revisit. Mason Barstow's significance, at least from what is publicly known, appears to be as a social proximity figure. Someone who may have moved within the same orbit as Kaylee and Xana. Someone investigators had reason to speak with as they tried to understand the human terrain around the victims. And that human terrain matters. Because before this became a national headline, before it became documentaries, podcasts, arguments, court filings, theories, and endless online warfare, this was a small college community where people knew each other, dated each other, partied with each other, trusted each other, misunderstood each other, and sometimes kept secrets from each other. That is the world investigators entered. A world of fraternity houses, late night rides, group chats, relationships, rumors, and timelines that had to be reconstructed piece by piece. And tonight we ask, what does this interview actually tell us? What does it not tell us? Why was Mason Barstow interviewed? What did investigators appear to be trying to understand? And how does this fit into the bigger picture of the Idaho 4 investigation? Because there is a dangerous line in true crime. On one side is investigation, on the other is accusation, and that line must not be crossed carelessly. So tonight we walk it carefully. We do not convict from a chair. We do not turn a witness into a villain because the shadows make the room look strange. But we also do not ignore a piece of the puzzle simply because it is uncomfortable to examine. The victims deserve truth. The accused deserve due process. The public deserves honesty. And every person pulled into the case, whether as a witness, friend, former classmate, fraternity member, or social connection, deserves to be discussed with precision, not recklessness. This is not about making Mason Barstow the story. This is about understanding why his interview has become part of the story. It is about looking at the early investigative net cast around Moscow after November 13th, 2022. It is about asking whether the official narrative has answered enough. It is about refusing to let silence, redactions, rumors, or selective storytelling become substitutes for facts. Because in Idaho 4, the fog has never fully lifted. Every new interview, every old statement, every resurfaced detail feels like another match struck in a dark room. For a second, we see the walls, then the flame flickers, and the questions return. So tonight, Devil's Advocates enters that room again, not to accuse, not to absolve, but to examine, to listen, to challenge, to separate what is known from what is assumed, and to remind everyone watching that the truth is not always found in the loudest theory. Sometimes it is buried in the quietest interview. Welcome to Devil's Advocates. The den is open. And with that, live from New York, it's Monday night.
Nice job. Thank you very much for doing that. I love how much time and effort you put together on these nice monologues, and I was riveted with your discussion. I have to say, the Mason Barstow interview. So a lot of these interviews come out, and I've got frustration with them to start with because they're so heavily redacted, and there's so much stuff that isn't covered, and you have to guess that it bothers me. However, I also have to say, I'm a student of human behavior. I watch how people move, and in this case, I don't believe we get to see Mason Barstow move because they got him redacted the whole time. They got him blurred out. But I also like to hear for myself how they answered. And as I say, the devil is in the details. It's not even so much sometimes what people say; it's what they don't say. So let me tell you a little bit before we get started tonight on this live discussion. It'll be Robin, one, and myself. Maybe Dago. Usually Dago's here on Monday nights, so I'm not. Do we have any idea why Dago's not here? By the way, did he? Okay, fair enough. So usually we have Dago here on Monday nights, but we've missed him for a couple nights, so not sure what's going on there. But what I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about what I know about this ahead of time. So if I know this right, Mason Barstow was friends with Kaylee and Xana at least, and was interviewed about 3 weeks after the murders by Idaho State Police. In the interview that we're going to watch and talk about live, and I have never seen it. I've only watched long enough to make sure that the audio is working, and that's about it. And so this is all new to me, but I believe that he was a Delta Tau Delta. And why is that interesting to me? Because rumor was on campus from a lot of people that the Delts were the ones who dealt drugs on campus. The Delta Tau Delta house is notorious, and it's not just in Idaho. It's nationwide. A lot of times you find that if there's drugs running through fraternities, the Deltas are usually the ones that are involved with it. I don't know why. I don't know where that tradition came from. So when we listen to this interview, you got to keep that in mind, that there's theories behind the Idaho 4 murders that this had to do with drugs, that there might have been some kind of drug dealing going on in the house, that maybe somebody had ratted to law enforcement about drugs. Those are some things that I would keep to the top of my mind. Also, Mason Barstow seemed to have had a relationship with Kaylee of some sort. So then you have to start looking about how close was he. And I would be listening as we watch this together for those subtle hints about what kind of people were Xana and Kaylee, and how did Mason Barstow know them? What does he say about people around them? From what I understand, little subtle things that he says is different than the things that we've heard about these individuals. So everything about this potentially is super interesting. And I realize that I'm late to the party. My own team has been trying to push me, say, look, people still like your take on things, even if they've heard it 27 times. So I said, why the hell are we covering this?
Yes.
Everybody already covered Mason Barstow. Why the fuck? And they're like, well, because you're probably going to find something that they didn't catch, and you're going to have your own unique take. So we'll do it live. And I will probably say things that you may not have heard other places. So hopefully if you've seen the Mason Barstow interview before, or you watched your favorite creator break it down. Actually, hopefully I'm your favorite creator. But if you've watched your favorite creator break it down, hopefully you'll get to like my take on it. So here we go. I want to get going on this pretty soon. Do you guys have any other thoughts about this before we pull it up? What are your initial thoughts? I mean, have you one? I'm assuming you've already watched it. What about Robin? Did you? Watch
I did not.
No, you haven't?
I did not. I did not.
So,
I wanted
we're
to
all
be,
going to be doing live.
Yeah,
Nice.
I wanted it to be fresh too. I did not.
Okay, we're doing it live. We're doing it live.
Yeah, all the way around, baby.
Oh, yeah. That's effing beautiful. All right, hold on. Let me remove this. I think this. It's either this for the layout or this for the layout. Does anybody have a preference? Do you guys have a preference on whether we're on the side or on the bottom of this video?
I think maybe the side.
Okay. I kind of like the side too.
Yeah.
All right. We should have audio. And again, I told you I only have seen long enough to make sure the audio was working. And for the first, like body cam footage, it seems like the first X number of seconds is silent before the audio kicks in. So I'm going to play this, but when I hear audio, I'm going to ask you if you hear audio to make sure I've got all the settings correctly. Again, this, I believe from what I saw, is going to be On the closest side to us, where my mouse is at, that's going to be the chair where I think Mason Barstow is going to be sitting, I think, and he's going to be blurred out and redacted. And over here is going to be one or two officers. It looks like I just skipped through it looks like they come and go, but and I'm assuming they're Idaho State Police. I'm assuming this is is it at Idaho State Police's police department, or is it somewhere else? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's ISP.
It looks pretty sterile, so I don't think it's going to be at Mason Barstow's house or something like that. This looks like a pretty sterile environment. So
yeah.
All right. Let's just get at her if you guys want. Now, by the way, real quick before we get started, does anybody have any comments from the peanut gallery? That's no offense to you guys. Can we put if we put comments on during the video, I don't think it's going to block much. There's most of the action is going to be up in here, so I think we're good if we put that on. Anybody want to? It is ISP, Amanda says, so it is Idaho State Police. And why is that important to me before we get started? Moscow Police Department, I feel, has a lot of fuckery going on, but I don't personally believe that Idaho State Police is in on the same level of fuckery as Moscow Police Department. So I kind of actually like that the interview is being done by Idaho State Police, because I feel like they ask better questions. I think Moscow has things to hide. That's my personal feeling. I think Moscow has things to hide. So I like that Idaho State Police is doing this interview. All right. Any other comments? All right, let's get at her. Although we just lost one, and so he's not on screen for us.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm here. I'm barbecuing while.
All right, I'm going to play it right now. We're rolling right now.
Yep.
Okay. No sound. Okay, we should have sound coming, but it's very little now. Hold on. Oh, maybe that's one's sound. All right, so there's two officers, I believe, that we're seeing in the blurred out area. I believe is.
Yeah, we're deadly.
Yeah. We hear it.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, we hear it. Yeah, we hear it. Yeah,
right, all good. For my panelists, just say stop if you want me to stop the audio.
Okay. Monday. So try to start grinding Thursday and whatnot. Yeah, man.
You said you came in on what day was that, man? It's been a long week, dude. Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday night.
All right.
And so I'm gonna have a lot of questions. They said he came in on Thursday night. This interview was conducted, from what I understand, on December 3rd, maybe. It was like 3 weeks after the murders.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, and I believe I thought it was conducted in Boise, Idaho. So I think Mason Barstow is from Boise. So I don't know when they say you just came in on Thursday. So this is my question, you guys, and maybe you guys know, is the reason why they're just doing this interview 3 weeks later is because Mason Barstow's been out of town until now? And if he has been out of town, is that significant? If he's been, I don't know the answer. Like why is he?
Well, he probably went home for Thanksgiving. So
probably. Yep, that could
be. They were probably, he wasn't, maybe he wasn't like an immediate, one of the immediate people they wanted to interview, but his name probably came up in the peripheral. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going. Well, maybe, and sometimes when I do these live things, I get embarrassed because like 2 seconds after I hit the pause button and replay it again, they'll answer what I just asked for. But here we go.
It's all right. All right, man. Well, I told you on the phone, I'm Sergeant Hopkins with the State Police. This is Detective Brown. And we understand that you had already talked to the couple FBI agents. Is that right?
Yeah, back in.
Yeah, that was a while ago, though, right?
Yeah, it was like during Thanksgiving break or like the week.
Stop.
So
there we go again. So right there he admitted there's a previous interview with the FBI that we'll probably never get, but
right. And just like I said, 2 seconds after I pause it, he's like, yeah, I already talked to the FBI. So he wasn't out of town, or maybe he was. Maybe the FBI called him. By the way, I'm going to need to refill. I just realized I need to refill the drink that I've got, or I'm not going to be in for the long haul. So you guys, wait a minute. You guys cover some talking for a moment, and I'll be right back, and then we'll start this video.
Okay.
Sure.
I did get today the book from Cyril, it's backwards for you
man.
guys. I'm sorry about that, but it's a really nice
we
book.
see it.
Yeah.
It's not
Now the
backwards.
only
We see it good. It
Oh, is it?
looks
Oh,
fine.
okay, good.
Yeah.
But it is a big book, as you can
Wow.
see. It is a thick book. This is the back. It has a picture of Cy and, of course, the book blurb and
Yeah.
everything. So, and it did come with a bookmark. So, nice thick bookmark. It's good quality.
Nice.
It says, however you say that, Vernus.
Vernus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it came with a bookmark, so that's very nice. And he did in fact sign it, so it is signed.
Awesome.
I would say the only thing I'm disappointed with is I apparently didn't look close enough when I ordered it. I didn't anticipate a book like this being a hardcover, but that's okay. It's still the paper quality is really nice and everything. So I did not start reading it yet, but so I did actually get it. So if you've ordered your book, everyone, you should be getting it relatively soon. They had to republish part of it, so that's where there was a delay. It was supposed to be here earlier in the month, but so we do have it, and I'll be I'm sure making lots of notes. So but yeah, so I was excited that it came today.
That's
right
great.
And it's a big thick book too. Holy crap.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
so-
Yeah. How many pages is in this puppy?
I don't have time to read that shit.
And I know that
wow.
I know
it has an index, which is nice.
Cool. I know that he made this is kind of more of sort of like a textbook type of thing for I don't know if I guess he kind of made it to help law enforcement. So
yeah,
me being in law enforcement, I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Like how,
Now I'm just looking at this, and I do not see that this is difficult to read whatsoever. So it does not look super technical. It does have a glossary, which is nice. It has all kinds of glossary terms. So there's going to be a lot to gain from this book, not just about the Koberger case, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. So.
All right, so let's get back at this interview here. All right, thank you so much, Robin, for sharing that. It's a great way to cover the time while I'm out away. So let's go for it.
Before, okay, and they kind of hit just like got some basic info from you, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you were talking about in that interview?
Mostly just like relationship with the girls. Like they asked me about. Mainly stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to just kind of rehash that for us real quick and go through, kind of if you remember what you talked about?
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't really know Chapin very well. Okay. But Xana Knodel, she was my.
Okay.
Oh, okay. She was his what?
Yeah.
What was she?
Right, and the redactions are going to drive me fucking up the wall. And I'm assuming it's
right.
What? She was my fuck buddy. She was my girlfriend.
Right.
What was
ex-girlfriend.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And let me say she was my little. Potty says she was my little. Okay, but that doesn't make sense because didn't he?
No.
Because
not Delta, right?
Well,
no, how could
that wouldn't have been Xana's
sorority?
No,
sororities and fraternities don't have that.
They don't do that.
So, right.
No.
So nothing. The redaction is fucking nuts, and I'll tell you why. Okay, a potty says wait for it. See, here's what happens. I rage in 2 seconds after I get done fucking
That's
raging.
okay. Everybody likes the rages. That's okay.
How can she be the little? I don't understand how she could be the little. Maybe I don't understand Greek like that. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because a potty's like, wait for it.
Oh my God, really?
You're gonna have to fill us in a lot on the Greek life.
Yeah, of course.
We're not too familiar with it, but you're.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like traditionally a house that your little sisters come out of, or
yeah?
is it kind of all over?
So my big, again, it's just constantly like passed down and stuff. So like my big told me like, okay, so like we hang out with like a few different houses. Like we hang out with like the
okay.
And then
but stop a second.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. Okay, I get. I kind of get.
Why would they want to hide that? Why would it be a big deal that she is his little? What is the problem with that? I don't get that at all.
Yeah, it's weird.
Why they would redact that? Okay.
You're muted. Lee, you're muted.
Oh, I'm fucking blowing up over here. This is the second time I've been raging. I'm over here raging, and then I realized my camera was off, and then I turned the camera off. I'm over here raging some more, and my fucking microphone's up. Why the fuck redact that? What do you mean? Why is that a fucking secret? Why and why do we have to infer through all the other shit what it really was about? There's no fucking reason to redact that. None.
No.
There's no reason. This is the kind of bullshit that drives me insane. The redactions don't even make sense. It's like because they don't want you to figure out people's relationships. Right. So and it's not for anybody's privacy. They just don't want you to figure it out. They don't want you to just
no. God, that drives me nuts.
Yeah, I already lost my mind 3 times and I was muted. So anyway, all right. I'm never gonna get through this fucking interview. All right, let's do this.
Houses.
Oh, okay.
And so like when we do like fam nights and stuff, that's what we call them. They would come as like an invite from me. Okay. Then everyone else would invite their littles and stuff, and it would be like just those people.
Gotcha.
And then like say like this year, my littles now have littles, and then their littles will have littles, and it's just like that's like who comes and stuff. And then I move on, and then they're the bigs. And
Gotcha.
So it just like passes down and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, does anybody get any kind of like inferiority complex when somebody's big and you're little? I don't know. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Shh. Fucking knock it off.
We're in a transitory period now, so kind of like the responsibilities are done, but I'm still like I still have to like do some stuff.
Okay. What's a transitory period?
So like we've had like our elections and stuff. So like I meant transition. Okay. My bad.
That's all right.
But I'm just kind of like helping the new guy get up to like speed and stuff. Like send him some of the documents you'll need. Like kind of like planning some notes that I took on the position and stuff, and helping him run his first couple events. And
gotcha. Yeah. But even if you're transitioning out of that role, it sounds to me, what limited stuff I know about the Greek system, that you're probably still a pretty respected elder, if you will.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, there's
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I got back Thursday, saw the house, I was like, all right, see you guys Friday.
Are they like trying to like mentally blow him? You sounds like you're a really big guy. I mean, it sounds like you're fucking hung like a horse.
Because he's vice president, right? I think it is. So. Right.
And I get this. This is how you build rapport, right? So they're building rapport with the guy. I get it. Still doesn't mean I told you I watch things with a different eye than other people, but anyways.
Yeah.
We're here to pump you up.
Pump you up, yeah.
Like do some chores. Like first thing I did like Friday was round up like all like the underclassmen essentially, and then I grabbed the upperclassmen. I was like, upperclassmen, like here are the projects, like you're gonna take them over here, take these guys over here,
right? Pretty
much supervise and help out and show them how to do what.
Okay. So you still got the high regard.
Yeah.
I do want to say I'm a little bit bothered. I'll tell you why I'm a little bit bothered. Do you see my mouse moving over this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching his hand gestures and mouth movements, and it's not timed with anything that he's talking about. So we hear what sounds like Mason over here talking, but this guy's hand and mouth is moving like he's talking, but we're not hearing him talk. It feels like the fucking audio is way off. Like, who's the fuck talking? Because I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, but watch this guy. Yeah. Watch this guy. It looks like he's talking at times. We don't fucking hear shit. Like, I don't get it. All right.
That sounds
for a little bit.
okay.
A little bit longer, like 2 weeks.
Yeah. And during your tenure in that spot, are you? I mean, more about.
Yeah, neither one of these guys look like they're talking, and yet they're asking questions. So yeah, the audio's off. The fucking audio, and let's fucking deal with that shit. First, we got to redact everything. Then we're gonna have fucking audio that doesn't sync with your video. Like this is bullshit. Because right now, like one of the officers is asking a question, and you're not even seeing them. Yeah, hold on.
That's exactly what it's like.
And then they're out. Hey, how you doing?
No.
I'm not gonna. I just lost one. I'm not gonna get through this fucking video. I can promise you that much. All right. So clearly the audio is off. Clearly the audio. All right. Let's try to get back to this.
Like all the other in there, or are you pretty studied up on everybody, like all the pledges and everything, and the underclassmen that are coming in, like
Yeah.
Like
so
who's who and what they're about and what they're doing.
Yeah. So I last year so I got to know all the sophomores, like now sophomores, but last year's freshmen very well.
Okay.
And I've served like. I'd say I know everyone pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a good read on everybody.
You have a pretty like open group when you're in that life, or do you guys kind of find yourselves in like almost little cliques where you got your go-to buddies that you're gonna hang out with?
We get like a little cliquey in our house as far as like pledge classes go, but a lot of stuff like, so like we knew like a sorority was having a party at like an out-of-house or something. We would all know about it. Someone would just throw it in the chat and say, hey, like, if you guys want, like, we can all be here tonight. And it's like.
So just real quick, because I don't know Greek life, when they say that if a sorority is having an out-of-house party, I'm assuming that means an off-campus, right? So instead of being at a sorority house, it's somebody who's in a sorority and lives off the house, like 1122 King Road residence that has sorority girls, but they're not actually on Greek Row, so they're an off. Anyways, so I'm probably
and there were rumors that 1122 was like a satellite house where they could have parties, and of course we know they often did. So
all right, let's get going.
Most of the time we'll all go do that, or like the older members will like go to the corner club or something. Like we'll do something different, but for the most part, like we roll together. But I don't know, like day-to-day stuff, like you'll go to Walmart with certain.
And by the way, is it something worth commenting on? So the fraternities, Greek life tends to go hang out at the corner club. That's what I'm hearing, right? This is a Greek person talking about other Greek persons. And when there's sororities or fraternities, sometimes they'll hang out the corner club. So is that the reason why, for example, when I went to the corner club, despite the fact that I'm an old man with my old wife, and actually my wife's not old. Fuck that. Sorry, Rhonda. Rhonda's beautiful. Rhonda's not old. I'm the old man. I'm the old fucker. Anyways, when we went in there, we got stared at like we fucking had 17 heads, and we were treated extremely horrible. Like Rhonda's backstage, like, what the fuck you call me old? I want to fucking cut your nuts off. But anyways,
you're gonna be in trouble now tonight.
Is it because the corner club is Greek life type of hangout? And if you're not, I don't know. But anyways, let's keep going. There must be redactions because I hit play and nothing's happening. No, the play button's not working.
I was going to say the play, it didn't actually.
Gotcha. Okay. So back to
rehashing that interview. So Zan, and you're going through your relationship with the other people.
Yeah, Maddie. I've had classes with her since like my freshman year. She's been dating Jake for a while. I can't really put a finger on how.
She's been dating Jake Schrieger, right? Maddie was dating Jake Schrieger.
Yeah.
But they have to redact that. That's what fucking pisses me off. Like, we all know who these people are, but we have to redact it. And I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. It just makes it more and more difficult. Yeah, but anyways.
Long, but I met her through him. And I also met Xana through. And then I met Kaylee through Maddie and those girls.
And is Jake, is he adult?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he actually told me like my first day, sophomore year, like, hey, Xana, you're gonna love her. She's awesome. And then just kind of introduced me to his fam and stuff, and was like, all right, like show me what was what and stuff. He's like, one day it's gonna be your fam and stuff.
Right.
You have to run it. And so.
And now here you are.
Yeah, now I am GD. Yeah.
That's awesome. Who's taking over for you?
So.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to do like a fam night or anything this year. We were gonna do a Friendsgiving at the house where everything happened. So probably canceled.
Yeah.
You know, probably not gonna do that, but maybe like a white elephant exchange in January or something.
What Canny Mag was asking for stop replay. What was your question? Can you say, because maybe we can fill it in for you. I'm not sure what you wanted to replay or how far I would have to go back, because what was your what did you catch? Can you say? Oh, yeah. Probably canceled. All right. Well, let's keep moving, because we are not getting through an hour and 47 minutes on a 2-hour show, especially when I spent 17 minutes raging about shit already. But
all right.
What was his connection with Maddie? Canny wants to know.
Oh, what was Mason's connections to Maddie?
Yeah.
What was Mason's connection to Maddie? So he said he met Kaylee through Maddie. Is what he said.
Yeah.
He met Kaylee through Maddie. So that's what he said.
He's in your house, right?
Yeah, I know him pretty well.
What level is he, or what grade is he?
So he's a 5th year senior. Yeah.
So he's getting ready to.
Yeah. So he's done that semester actually. So he's got 2 weeks left.
All right.
Then at that house.
So Rhonda's adding, he met Maddie through Jake. So if that's the case, so Maddie's dating Jake Schrieger. He knows Jake Schrieger. He meets Maddie through Jake, and that's how he gets to know Kaylee, is through Maddie. So there you go. From Jake to Maddie to Kaylee.
Oh, great. 45 minutes of silence.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's 45 minutes of silence on this?
That's what E-Potty just said.
Well, fuck, we're going to have time to finish it all then.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Anyways.
Talk to him a little bit, just kind of about his activities. And,
okay, my head's gonna explode. Why the fuck 45 minutes of silence? Why the fuck would you ever have 45 minutes of redaction? There's no reason to have 45 minutes of redaction. Okay,
it's all bullshit.
That's insane. That's insane.
This is why I have a hard time watching every new video just came out. I'm like, so what? We get 30 seconds of video for a 2-hour video? Like, why? All right.
The corner club that night.
E-Potty's kidding. See, you just pulled my punk card on air. You just pulled my punk card on air. All right.
He did mention to us that you had a relationship with Kaylee a little bit more. Can you explain that a little bit?
Oh, yeah. That's like, you had a relationship.
Here we go.
Sometimes I wonder who didn't have a relationship with Kaylee. But okay, so here we go.
Probably like the month before everything happened, we'd started talking a little bit. She'd come back with me from like the corner club, like maybe like probably once a week or something. Like she'd spend the night over at the fraternity and stuff. And
wow.
Wait.
She was
so
staying
this is
at the fraternity.
Yeah, and this is and Kaylee, the info we had, I remember there was a Mason that she supposedly was like, so I know so many people have the same damn name, so I guess it is this Mason.
This is what I remember. And this is not a rumor. This comes from court documents, but it's what my memory.
Right.
Kaylee was kind of trying to hook up. She was back in town for this night, and she was trying to hook up with people. And she tried to hook up with several people. I think Mason was one of them. That she called Mason to hook up with them because they had a previous sexual relationship, and so she wanted to hook up for the night, and he had another date, I think, that night. Yeah, and so he told her no or blew her off because so if I'm understanding correctly, it's not a rumor; it's in documents that Kaylee, I think, had a sexual relationship with Mason Barstow at some point, and that she actually tried to hook up with him that night, but he told her no, he turned her down, and I was told Kaylee was trying to hook up with a bunch of people that night. So she was going through a list. Did she try Jack DeCour and did he say no? Did she try Mason and he said no? Was she and I'm not saying this to shame the victims. We have to understand.
Right.
Was this what led to a murder that night? Was she trying desperately to hook up with somebody that night? And she was going through a list of people because she's like, I'm just in town for the weekend. I'm going to be rude. I'm just in town for the weekend. I'm going to get fucking laid. This is my last weekend in town. I'm going to get laid. Was that possibly what was going on in Kaylee's mind? And was she going through her list of exes that she'd fooled around with and be like, hey, you want to hook up this weekend? Nah, I'm fucking busy. I got another date. Could that have happened? And what does that say?
Sure.
But this is also
technology. We're not trying to shame anybody. It goes
no, and this is also interesting too. I mean, because did she have something happen with this guy before she technically broke up with Jack?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And then it leads to this. Does the ex-boyfriend, it's just questions, fucking people. I'm not making allegations. Does the ex-boyfriend get wind that the woman he still loves and he's having problems with and she's leaving is trying to hook up with everybody in fucking town and is desperate to get laid on her last weekend? Does that piss him off? Is there anything that could lead to fuck this chick? She's in here fucking calling ex-boyfriends, trying to hook up with everybody she can to get score for the night kind of thing. Like, I'm just asking questions. It's not an allegations. It's a question. And that's what here we go. If I was the police officers, I would be wanting to ask that kind of thing. Because that's exactly what I want to know. What was going on? Who got pissed at Kaylee that night and why? And I'll tell you this, if I was in love with a woman and she's trying to hook up with every random dick in town, I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be pissed.
Yes.
Now, would I be pissed enough to quadruple homicide people? No. But the point being is that I can get like, that's a motive for murder. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we kind of like stopped talking towards like a week before it all happened. Like stopped responding to like my texts and stuff. And we got to talk on that Saturday at the AFI kind of pregame at the apartment.
Yeah,
started talking like
AFI pregame. Alpha Phi wasn't Alpha Phi Kaylee's sorority. Kaylee got into Alpha Phi, I think. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong?
I think that's right.
I think Maddie and Kaylee wanted to be in the same sorority, from what I understand, and Kaylee got into the more prestigious house, which was Alpha Phi, and Maddie didn't, and that was part of the. And it's funny because one commentator, like fucking Howard Bloom, When the Night Comes Falling, tried to pitch it like, oh, the girls wanted to spread their wings, and so they decided to go separate ways. But yet you read more carefully, and the girls were distraught that they didn't get into the same sorority because they didn't get picked by the same. So which fucking one was it? Did you want to spread your wings and you chose different sororities? Or did Kaylee get the more popular house because she was more popular and Maddie got a lesser house of some kind, and that caused, like, which one was it? Was Kaylee wanting to spread her wings, or did they just not get picked for the same house and that was a bone of contention? Because again, all of that can lead to answers.
Yeah, man.
Amanda says Maddie, Xana, Dylan, and Bethany were Pi Phi. Maddie, Xana, and Dylan and Bethany were Pi Phi, and Kaylee was Alpha Phi, right? Amanda?
Yeah, I believe
Kaylee
so.
was Alpha Phi. Yeah. All right.
She like apologized and stuff, and wanted to like go into the game with me, but I went to a sorority formal that night instead.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Saturday she texted me, wanted to hang out like around midnight.
Okay.
And I didn't respond to the text because I was at a sorority formal with another girl. So.
Okay. Who was that you were with? Okay.
Oh, come on.
I know.
You know her phone number?
I do not know.
Okay.
Everybody else has her phone number. How come you don't have her phone number? Just kidding.
Yeah.
So she was texting you and you didn't respond that night?
No.
Do you know?
First of all, I cry fucking bullshit. The guy did have her phone number. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck off. You did too.
Yeah.
Did you tell that to the other guys that you interviewed with?
No, I didn't really bring that up.
Okay. Is there a reason? Reason why?
Not really. Honestly, I didn't feel like really touching base on that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like relevancy wise, like,
okay.
I didn't really see it to be too relevant.
Okay.
Because, I know she was like pretty drunk on Saturday. She was probably texting a few different people and stuff, wanting to hang out and whatnot.
Okay.
Wait. Who are they talking about? Are they talking about Kaylee right now? Kaylee's texting a bunch of different people wanting to hang out. Is that
I think so.
right? Because that's the story.
Yep.
Kaylee was trying to hook up with guys, and she was texting everyone that night, including. And listen. Put this together with When the Night Comes Falling. Howard Bloom said, Kaylee Gonzalez, out of all the places she could have picked to go to a bar that night, she chose the Corner Club. There was other places they could have gone, but she picked the bar that her ex-boyfriend hung out all the time. Her ex-boyfriend's roommate was the bartender. She picked that place to go. And when Kaylee went there, she was making it known to everyone at the bar that it was over between her and Jack. Jack was there and she was humiliating Jack. She was making it known to everybody that she was there. And she's texting other guys and calling other guys, trying to hook up. That's in the documents. And from what I read and from the books that I've read on this case, that's what was happening. How the fuck is that not motives for murder? How is that not motives for murder? If you're being belittled in front of a bunch of people and your ex is trying to hook up with everybody in fucking town but you, how does that fucking not make someone furious?
Oh, I'm sure it did.
So is it not questions they should have followed up on? Or did they? Did they follow up on it and we just missed it?
We don't know.
Am I running my fucking mouth too much? Am I going to get kicked off of YouTube for this shit?
No.
Right.
No.
I'm going to lose. I need some blood pressure medication. I'll tell you that. Let's keep going.
We'd like to see the text messages if that's okay.
They were on Snapchat.
It was.
Oh, fuck off!
Of course. Fucking Snapchat.
Snapchat.
So we'd like to see those text messages between you and Kaylee. You know what? They're on Snapchat. They get deleted. Fuck off. This whole thing. Anyways, sorry. I'm losing my shit. I need to calm down.
Yeah, so they delete after like 24 hours.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so
how you and the cops, yeah. So we can't get into the history between you and Kaylee. Well, shit, I guess it's gone now. It's in the fucking anyways.
They should have still checked his phone.
Yeah.
What?
They should have still checked his phone because he
and again, what? And so and how the fuck is how does not knowing exactly what these kids were doing in the 24 hours before they were murdered is not fucking critical? And how do you just go, I got deleted. Okay, we're done with that questioning. That's it. We're done with that questioning. Like, you don't want to follow up on the text messages that were going on between you and Kaylee in the 24 hours before she was murdered. No, actually hours before she was murdered. Like, okay, the messages are gone. Okay, let's move on. Like, I'm gonna.
I'd be checking the phone. I'd be like, I'd like to see your phone.
Yeah. I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna trust him in his answer. Oh, okay,
right.
You deleted it. Okay, whatever.
Annie had a previous sexual relation with her,
right?
So.
Okay, so Andrea Smith says I need a timeout for my blood pressure. Fuck yeah, I need it. Thanks for thinking about my blood pressure. All right, let's get going. Let's keep going so we can get this thing done because there's not apparently 45 minutes of dead time that we're going to fast forward through. So we need to get moving.
Snapchat.
Yeah. Do you ever text them like regular SMS messages or phone calls? Like you calling them on the phone too?
No, not really. Mainly Snapchat because like when we get situated as like freshmen.
Yeah, it's mostly Snapchat because then I can send a dick pic and it automatically gets deleted in 24 hours, or she can send me some titty pictures and it automatically gets deleted. That's why Snapchat was invented. Snapchat was invented so you can sext each other and send each other nude photos, and it goes away after a period of time and it's not sitting there for forever on your phone. That's the whole reason Snapchat was invented, in my opinion. So anyway, all right.
If we make huge like 40-person group chats on Snapchat and stuff with all the other sororities and stuff, so that it's like open communication between everyone. Like you can kind of throw in like, hey, who has this test?
Now, by the way, this is super interesting. They would have massive, mega 40-person group Snapchats going.
Yeah.
That's interesting because in the hours after the murder, there was ideas that people were getting pictures and stuff like that of the murders and stuff like that. And is it possible people knew around town what had happened because they had seen pictures or whatever, and it just got deleted after 24 hours. And here's the part that bothers me. It feels like there's ways to get those pictures. I know that when you have an app most apps. I don't know Snapchat because I'm not a teenager and I don't fucking use Snapchat, or I'm not even a 20-year-old. But the point thing is that I think they do have precautions to keep you from being able to screenshot the picture, because the whole point is they don't want, obviously the app is designed for privacy, so they don't want you taking a snapshot and saving the photo. But
unless you had another, I guess you
another
have
phone, right? Another phone,
right?
Yeah,
right.
Anyways, okay, I'm going to just shut the fuck up, or we'll never get past this. We're 10 minutes into the interview and we're an hour into the show.
That's all right. What we don't get done tomorrow night, today we can do tomorrow.
Could be part two. Could be part two. Yeah.
What the hell?
All right. Snapchat deleted, but the feds can get anything. Fuck yeah. See, yeah. Let's not get started on the whole idea, but you're right. So, okay. We're never going to get past this interview. In theory, when a company tells you apps that are designed for privacy will tell their users, we keep nothing, everything is end-to-end encrypted and nothing is stored on our server. If they make that promise, they fucking better actually be doing what they promised to do. If what they're saying is, well, actually we keep it all and we can turn it over to the feds whenever they ask for it, then nobody would be using their app, kind of thing. So then the question becomes, do they really have this stuff? And they're just lying to you, telling you that, look, nothing gets stored on our servers. There are companies like Signal, for example, who tell you,
yes,
we literally can't comply with law enforcement if they come after us with the court order, because we don't keep shit and everything is end-to-end encrypted and we don't even know who sent it. So they can come after us, but there's nothing we can give them because we have no identifying information about you and it never gets stored on our servers. And they better be fucking telling the truth about that. If they're not, then God help us all. But anyways, all right. So let's go back. Let's go back to the ready. I'm going to lose my mind.
Yep.
Stuff that you want to study. Okay. So like, I don't know, my primary form of communication, especially on campus, is through Snapchat.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that seem, I mean, I guess it's kind of a rhetorical question, but is it pretty widely used across?
So let's break this down. I want to ask this question because I'm not a college kid. I haven't been a college kid for a very long time. Why is it that their college kids' primary form of communication with everyone is Snapchat, a app that doesn't keep shit for more than 24 hours and automatically deletes it? What the fuck are college kids doing that they feel like everything they need to send to each other needs to be deleted in 24 hours? It makes me wonder if that's the primary way college kids talk to each other. Is everybody fucking hooking up and sending titty pictures and dick pictures to each other? Or are they all fucking trading drugs? Or what the fuck are they all doing? Yeah. They're all afraid about having things sent in the clear. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, it's pretty widely used. To like you're like pretty close to someone, you start like texting them like that way and stuff. Yeah. Calling them. So maybe like called a few times like on our phone, but we like never had like text conversations and stuff.
Okay. Did you you mentioned another name to the FBI agents? Do you remember who it was? Like somebody that you were like, hey, maybe you need to talk to this person. Is he?
Oh yeah.
Were they show Walter? Did you?
That's what I think.
Hold on. Hold on. Did he just say, did you tell the FBI there's somebody they should look into, a Showalter? Were they about to say Showalter? And did he say, did you say they should look into Showalter? Because that would be fucking huge to me. Why the fuck should you look into Showalter? Because everyone fucking suspects Showalter was involved in this crime. Yeah. Like everyone suspects Showalter. So did Mason Barstow tell the FBI you should probably look into Showalter? Was that little they tried to redact it, but they did a shitty fucking job of redacting it.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Was it Show?
No,
hold on.
It sounded like it.
Redo it.
Back that ass up. Ready?
Did you you mentioned another name to the FBI agents? Do you remember who it was? Like somebody that you were like, hey, maybe you need to talk to this person. Is he?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they only got out. But look, Showalter is Delta Tau Delta, I believe.
Yep.
So Showalter is a Delt. This guy's the vice president of the Delts. So Mason Barstow being a Delt and Showalter's a Delt, and all the rumors that fucking Showalter was living right next door. He had blood on the outside. He had drops of blood on his door frame that were presumptive for human blood. They went into his apartment. They found blood all over his fucking bathroom. No, to this day, I don't know that they've ever fucking tested it to the victims of the crime, because again, Hitler already fucking decided for all of us that nobody else was involved that could have walked over to the crime, because the killer had to have come in a fucking car. So of course we're not going to test any of the blood in fucking Showalter's apartment right fucking next door, even though fucking Mason Barstow is saying, you should probably look into fucking Showalter. Maybe he didn't say that. I don't know. All I got was shh. But
I think that's what he said. I will bet you $1 to donuts.
Is this not a problem? Is this not a this is
I think it's a huge problem.
If Mason Barstow, a Delt, is saying you should probably look at Showalter, and he's telling the FBI that, then what happened? What happened?
Oh, this is good info. Yeah.
You all realize that the VP for Delta Tau Delta in 2023 was arrested for drugs and selling. Well, that's not a surprise. I mean, yes.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you for the information. I didn't know that, but you know what's not surprising? That the fucking Delts are involved in drugs.
Right.
So no,
they were known to be that they were known to be into that big time. So not surprising.
I'm never gonna make it. We're 11 minutes and 39 seconds.
Don't worry.
This is why I don't
tomorrow could be part 2. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be part 27 by the time we get done with this hour and 35 minutes. All right, here we go.
Jack. That guy that was
Jack.
like,
They just said Jack. Viral. Do you remember his name? They just said Jack. So I'm gonna say there's no fucking question in my mind. Jack Showalter is who we're talking about. We got a Jack.
Yep.
Now, granted, in this case, everybody has the same fucking name. There's a million fucking Jacks. There's a million fucking whatevers. But Jack is going to be Jack Showalter. I find that super. I'm going to beat that. I'm going to get a stick out. I'm going to beat a fucking dead horse to death. I find it super, super important to understand. The head of the Delts, or a vice president of the Delts, is telling the FBI, you should look into Jack. That's Jack Showalter. And Jack Showalter had blood on the outside of his door. Jack Showalter had blood all over his bathroom. So you should be looking into Jack Showalter. And Mason Barstow, by the way, had buccal swabs taken of his DNA to compare to the crime scene. If people don't know that, Mason had buccal swabs taken to compare him to the crime scene. And Jack Showalter had buccal swabs to test him to the crime scene. So it's interesting that you've got a guy going, you should probably look into Jack Showalter. Yeah, no fucking shit. No shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to make it. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. I mean, we're 11. Hold on. We haven't even. We're at 11 minutes and 44 seconds. Fuck me. All right,
we stop worrying about the time. Nobody gives a shit. We're having a good time watching this. God damn it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
On mainstream media, the Grub Truck video.
Oh, okay. That's who that is.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So is that the reason why you said, hey, talk to him, or was that?
Yeah, definitely. I was like, that's definitely something very interesting. Maybe like, she picked him up or something.
Yeah.
So look, I rage for 17 minutes. And then they say the reason why I think Jack Showalter should be looked into, because Jack Showalter is on the Grub Truck video and he followed the girls from the corner club. So that looks suspicious. If that is all of the reason why he thinks that Jack Showalter should be looked into, okay, I kind of get it. But I suspect there's a lot more. Reason why he suspects Jack Showalter should be looked into. G Bean says, Lee, you're cracking me up. Rob, I'm giggling him on my live stream.
Yeah, this is great.
All right, let's continue.
Uber driver.
Is he a Delt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like live in the house anymore.
Hold on. I got to back the fuck up. He just talked about the Uber driver in relation to Jack Showalter. So hold on.
What the fuck?
Okay, listen carefully. Listen carefully.
You remember who it was? Like, somebody that you were like, hey, you know, maybe you need to talk to this person. Is he?
Oh yeah.
What's his first name? Jack.
A guy that was like going viral on mainstream media, the Grub Truck video.
Oh, okay, that's who that is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So is that the reason why you said, hey, talk to him, or was that?
Yeah, definitely. I was like, that's definitely something very interesting. Maybe like, you know, she picked him up or something.
Yeah.
Like the Uber driver.
Is he a Delt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just.
So I don't know. It's weird that he listed whoever picked him up. He listed Jack Showalter. Well, Jack Showalter didn't pick them up, I didn't think. You know, right? Jack Showalter followed them from the corner club. Oh yeah, Jack Showalter, who said, "I don't really know Kaylee Gonzalez, but I'm on camera talking to Kaylee Gonzalez all fucking night at the corner club. But I don't know her, but I talked to her all night at the fucking corner club." Who follows them? But I'm not really their friend, and I wasn't following them, but I was kind of following them.
It's amazing to me how many people have been trying to distance themselves from Kaylee.
Yes. And all of the rumors, is it a rumor? Or is it confirmed that Jack Showalter said they're going to get you for this? You know, Maddie, like, did he say that? Or is that just a rumor that people think they hear on enhanced audio? They're going to get you for that. And she's like, didn't she tell him to fuck off on the fucking video? And I don't even think that's like enhanced audio. I think it's just out there in the ether that there was a thing going on. Like, there's something going on with Showalter and these girls.
Yes.
Yep.
Hours before they're murdered. And it feels like you should probably know the answer. You should probably know definitively. Not only should they know the story, but they should probably fucking tell America the story so that we can all put it to bed.
Yeah.
That's my thinking.
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't like live in the house anymore.
Where does he live?
He lives
if they're talking about Showalter and where he lives, I believe he lives at the Queen Apartments, by the way, which has an alleyway that walks into the back door of 1122 King Road residence. Oh, wait a minute. Just where does he live now? Yeah, he lives right next to the Queen Road residence. And coincidentally, a staircase goes down and leads right into the fucking back door of the house. But you know, it's probably just a coincidence.
But Lee, it can't be him because he didn't drive a car.
I know.
Hitler said.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it. And Hitler is fucking clearly thinking like a genius because I get it. Oh, gosh, darn it. We're 11 minutes. No, we're 12 minutes and 14 seconds in.
Oh, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
At
the end of the month, we will be done with this interview. Yeah, hold on. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he live by himself?
Yeah, it's a one man.
Is it?
Yeah.
So Jack Showalter lives by himself.
Yeah.
If that's who we're still talking about. Jack Showalter doesn't have a roommate. That's interesting. I didn't know whether he did or he didn't have a new roommate. So, but again, this is coming from Mason Barstow. Does Mason Barstow really know? But it sounds like Jack Showalter lived by himself in an apartment. By the way, with a staircase leading into the back door of 1122 King Road residence. I know this because I was fucking there. I literally walked I know the fucking area there a little bit, and I'm telling you, he's like fucking walking into the backyard.
Yeah, just a little.
Is that pretty typical? Like, upperclassmen to get there, and is he an upperclassman?
Yeah.
Okay, so he pretty typical maybe to go out and do a one man like that, or hang with maybe another guy, or is it just availability?
Availability, really. I know, like my pledge class as seniors, we moved back into the house. I have never like lived out of the house, so and as vice president, I have to live in.
Oh, okay.
So me and our we kind of recruited guys that moved out to come in, and would have had like a really low room pick as far as like our like point system goes of like helping out like positions you've held, GPA.
So let me explain what I think they're talking about. Jack Showalter had a low point system and didn't really qualify to get a room at the fraternity, which is why he was staying off campus, because he wasn't either getting enough good grades or he didn't help out. There's a point system in the Greek life. That's what it sounds like to me. There's a point system, which includes, do you have great grades? Are you, highly respected? Is your family well connected? Have you done a lot for the fraternity? And that's a point system. And if your points are high enough, and you're in Greek life, you get to stay at the house. But if your points aren't high enough, you have to stay somewhere else. And so I think Showalter is one of those people who didn't make the grade, so to speak. He's in the fraternity, but his points aren't high enough to stay with everybody else in the frat. But again,
that's what it sounds like.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
And like all that. So he moved out because he didn't want a bad room at the house. And given that we were all
So if Showalter had been at the house, he would have had a bad room, right? I'm presuming the higher points you have, you get a corner room or bigger room, you get a better thing. But he didn't want the shitty room that he would have, maybe sharing it with fucking 15 other pledges or whatever. And so he decided to stay off campus. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Living in, he was like, okay, well, I don't really have any other options as far as people I would want to live at. So he went one man.
Any other names you mentioned to those guys to kind of go talk to that might have some information?
No, again, I was out of the picture at the formal on Saturday, so I don't really know like the layout of Saturday, like who's at the club or any of that stuff.
Party, but you know the layout. I mean, with your position, I would assume you know the layout of social gatherings and like who's hanging out with who before Saturday, right?
Yeah.
You seem like you're pretty in the know.
Yeah, like I kind of got to know where the guys are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
There's usually like a few spots where they'll rotate around on Saturday or like on a day like Saturday, I guess. Yeah. It really just depends on like who's throwing parties, like and where our guys are comfortable going.
All right.
So
who
and the question that I don't know from the Greek life is, do Sigma Chi and Delta Taus mix with each other at parties as a general rule? Is it because it sounded to me from the interviews with other Sigma Chi people that they didn't have a high respect for the Delts, and that they kind of like, well, if you're gonna look for drugs, you probably go to the Delts kind of thing, and they didn't really have the highest opinion. So, do Delts and Sigma Chi hang out together? And the reason being is because we've got Xana and Ethan going to a Sigma Chi party, but we've got Jack Showalter from the Delts. And the question is, were they all hanging out at the same kind of parties, or was there beef between the Delts and the Sigma Chi's? And, then there's all the rumors about Ethan, and did Ethan get in a fight that night? And was it between another frat? And there's a million rumors, right? So I don't know.
Well, and Chris Wickham said that night there were 3 fights.
Three fights. Yep.
He said that. Right.
I think I missed out on college because I never got in a fucking single fight. Like, why is it everybody fucking fights in college? I didn't get into a single fucking fight. Like, I feel like I missed out. This is why my wife thinks I'm a teddy bear, because I don't fucking fight anybody. I should have kicked some ass. Maybe I need to go. What I need is that's it. When I get off the show tonight, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna fucking kick someone's ass just to fucking start a fight. Like, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
10 feet tall and bulletproof.
That's right. And then I can be called a big instead of a little. All right, let's keep going. Hold on.
So are you guys comfortable going over to that house at 11:22?
11:22 a.m.
No, the address.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Are you guys comfortable going over to the house at 11:22 a.m.? Like future.
Oh my God!
Future geniuses of America, right there. But, okay.
Jeez.
All right. Check my blood pressure, Jackster says. Yeah, no shit. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, that's Xana's house, of course. So usually she'll send a text to somebody, and that text is like, I don't know, pretty much copy and pasted into our like house group chat. And then that, it's just like an invite to everybody, Okay,
so I don't want to make a big deal about this, but the devil's in the details. So Xan is the type of person that'll tell people, hey, party going on at 1122 King Road. And that gets sent out to everybody, and everybody knows where, because Xana is a point of contact for people. That's what I get. Xana being super popular. As Ethan said, it's really hard to date Xana because fucking everybody likes her, everybody wants her, like, and she's like the central hub. So if Xana says, "Hey, game on at our house," then everybody gets a text message and knows it's at Xana's house tonight. Right. Am I making too much out of that, or is that kind of what you got too?
No,
that's what it seems. Yeah.
Or she'll do like closer things with like her roommates and stuff. Maybe invite a couple people individually. But yeah, we're comfortable going over there.
Going over there.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody from your house comfortable going over there, or are you?
So look, that's important. Everyone at Delta Tau Delta is comfortable going over to 1122 King Road residence where Xana is at. Everyone, that's what he just said. Is everyone in your frat comfortable going over to Xana's house? Yeah. So is everybody in Sigma Chi also comfortable going over to Xana's house?
It seems like.
That's interesting. I find that interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't made any theories, but I find it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's keep going.
Like keeping some people away.
I don't know. I don't really know everybody's relationships with those girls, but I know that as a house, like we're comfortable going over there. And I don't know, if I feel like if there was someone that wasn't allowed over there, I'd be made aware of that, and I'd make that kind of clear.
Okay.
Like they don't want to see you there.
Yeah.
Or anything, but that.
Right. It sounds like he's almost like an enforcer type. If I'm I'll tell him you're not welcome here. So what is he? Is he enforcement kind of guy? Like I'll just tell him you're not welcome here kind of thing. Or is it just because it's his role as a vice president? And whatever the case may be, he tells people who can and can't be at a party.
And who is he telling that can't go there? That would be interesting to me.
Right, because there was rumors that somebody was not wanted. There was rumors about somebody making inappropriate advances to Maddie. There was all kinds of different things. So, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. Things that make you go, I'm glad we're wait a minute. I'm glad we're 15 minutes into this interview and we're an hour and 16 minutes. Keep going.
Okay. What did you know about Maddie's relationships with people?
Oh, Maddie is excellent. Sat with her in the class I had with her, always worked with her on assignments and stuff. I know that she and Jake, were pretty enamored with each other, and they had a pretty good relationship. But I don't really know, like, I don't know, is that pretty much what I have. Like she, good friend to good friends, but
you know anybody else besides that Maddie was hooking up with or had hooked up with?
Who are they saying? Is it Schrieger? Do you know anybody other than who Maddie's hooking up with? Is this still like? Do you call her boyfriend the guy she's hooking up with? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm trying to find out. Is there more than one guy Maddie's hooking up with, or is it all Schrieger? Are they just? That's what I'm curious. Because is there anybody else that she's hooked up with other than I don't know. Yeah. Cover me for a minute. I got to go refill my drink. This is killing me. We're never going to get through this. We're never. Fuck it. We have a week to do the Mason.
Yeah, we got all. We got all week.
Hell of it. Hey, this is super interesting. I think.
Yes.
Gleaning some little gold nuggets from here. I want to know who he told not to go to, King Road House.
Yeah.
Which we know is Party Central, or was Party Central, I should say.
Right.
Very interesting. That's for sure. So, hey, if you're just joining us, I just want to welcome y'all in. We're going through Mason Barstow's interview. We're a whole 15 minutes into it. We're having a good time with it and learning some stuff. So welcome on in, everybody. Good to see all your bright and shining faces this evening. Do us a favor and like the video if you would, please, and go ahead and share it out. Share like.
Yeah, feel free to ask questions too.
Yeah,
in the chat if there's something
Robin, don't think I didn't hear you fucking picking on me for the fact that it's taken us an hour and 20 minutes to get through 15 minutes of this fucking interview. I heard
it ain't just you. It ain't just you. We all have big mouths, so
Yeah.
All right. Brevity is not my strong suit. Brevity is not my strong suit. All right, let's keep going.
Anywhere?
No, my whole time up at college, like I only knew about, those two dating.
Yeah. What about the
We can't see it.
So I think what? Oh
We
shit!
can't see
You're right.
Put it on the
yeah,
screen,
you
dude.
gotta move.
So to clarify, fuck. Hold on. To clarify, it sounds like they are talking about Jack Schrager because he's saying, "Do you know anybody else?" And she says, "I've only known about her dating one person." So I'm assuming this still means Jack Schrager that we're talking about with Maddie.
Yeah.
Mimosa, Lee. Mimosa. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
Rumors or anything like, hey, this person hooked up that person?
No.
Like, no way, man, that's not true.
No, definitely not me either, because being in jam, like, just being close with Jim, like, I'm pretty sure, like, she'd try to keep that far away from me as well, because I could tell Jim and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of burst that bubble.
Yeah.
So to clarify, Schrager's a Delt too? Yeah? Jake
Yeah,
Schrager?
I believe so.
But wasn't he graduated and he had
he was older.
He was a little older, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure we're clear. I want to make sure I'm clear about that. Schrager, who Maddie was seeing, is graduated and no longer going to school, living in maybe Boise. I can't remember. And I can't remember if he was living off campus, but I don't think he's not going to school anymore. He's a former Delt. And so again, this is how Mason knows Schrager.
Amanda says he graduated in 2021.
Right.
Yeah.
And the murders are in 2022. So a year before the murders, he had graduated and he's but again, Mason Barstow knows Jake Schrager from their association with the Delts. So yeah. All right. And Amanda says, yeah, he was in Boise. So Aver Morono fuckery. Sorry, I can't pronounce the name. I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but yeah, Boise Crime and Chaos says, I'm sorry, by the way, for those of you who are like, why doesn't fucking Lee know this shit better? Well, anyways, let's just get on with it.
Okay.
I think, that'd be a bad person to go to for that.
Yeah. What about
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Damn it. For Jackster's sake, F exclamation point CK whatever. I'm not going to say the word. Damn it, man, with the redactions.
I know. It's maddening.
All right, here we go.
And then
that's fun. Here comes the 45 minutes of nothing.
those names.
Sure.
I believe
Oh
one
my
of them.
God.
And then one of our freshmen.
All right. He's fine. Gotcha.
I know he just left. All our freshmen kind of left today. They spent the week kind of meeting with professors and stuff and packing up and heading back.
Yeah.
So especially their parents are pretty upset with the whole situation and need to go back.
Man, I know there's a lot of people upset with it.
My parents were pissed that I came back, but I, all they are graduating. It got my buddy George is graduating, so I want to be up here through graduation and then able to move into the new house.
Yeah. How do you feel about what happened, man?
Honestly, pretty terrible. I mean,
Tough thing, dude. I mean, it's beyond tough.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Like that Monday, I went straight back to, and then.
Okay. So I'm thinking Boise is what he just said. It may not be, but so they're asking how he feels about the murders. Honestly, pretty terrible. No, how about dishonestly? How about just tell me dishonestly? But okay, I always hate it when people have to say honestly. Does that mean every other fucking time you open your mouth it's dishonest? Like you have to qualify what part is honestly? Like does that mean everything else you just said was dishonest? Anyways, I hate that whole honestly. But he feels terrible about the murders, and that's why he left Monday. So I don't know how long he was gone, but anyways.
Got back Thursday, literally.
Okay. I don't know how long he was gone. How about he left fucking Monday and he got back Thursday? How about you just fucking wait another 2 seconds before you run your mouth? That'd be good. All right, let's keep going.
I definitely took my time coming back, and
Sounds like you clearly close with Xana, right? Yeah, and pretty close with Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
Some type of connection there.
And what does he mean by you're clearly close to Xana? Is it because of all that redacted shit they didn't tell us that they had hooked up before in the past? I mean, and the reason why I'm asking, it's important to me, was did Mason Barstow have a sexual relationship with Xana, and that's why they're really close, or was it just the big little thing? And then he also had a relationship with Kaylee, and that appears to be a sexual relationship. So did he hook up with both the girls? I don't know.
Possible.
Because they redact everything, we don't know. And apparently it's not important. It's not important to anybody in law enforcement. Well, that's not true. They asked the question. What they're saying is it's not important to the public to know what happened.
Yeah.
They might have been curious about it, but we don't get to know about it. All right. And was Mason Barstow kicked out? I thought he was the VP. Did he get kicked out? Anyways, we will finish this up in like a month or two. So.
Maybe a month or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Kaylee, right?
Yeah.
I want to back up just a hair because backing up. I'm backing up.
I know, like that Monday, I went straight back to and then got back Thursday. Literally, like I definitely took my time coming back. And
so, just to be clear, and maybe it doesn't mean anything, he did leave Monday after the murders. Went back to Boise, I think. It's Boise. You hear at the end when they unredacted the E part, so it could have been and I think he's from Boise. So did he go to Boise and he came back? Like days later, took his time to come back. But so anyways.
Yeah. Sounds like I mean, clearly close with Xana, right? Yeah. And pretty close with Maddie. Yeah. Some type of connection there with Kaylee, right?
Yeah.
Like never mind. Some kind of relationship with Kaylee.
Yeah.
Is hooking up with somebody just listed as some kind? Well, clearly had some kind of relationship with her. Like I don't know. I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Not an easy thing to sit, process.
Very ideal. No.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned a gentleman named to us. Can you tell us who that might be?
Fuck.
Yeah.
What's his role at the house?
He was.
God.
Come on.
Damn that man. Damn it, man. So there's this really important person. Yeah, his name is. And what is his role? Fuck off.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Even the dog's pissed.
The dog, the dog is mad.
The dog is like, why are you redacting this?
Yeah, why exactly? Fuck off. All right.
He was visiting that weekend. He was dating a girl that lived on a house we call. It's like.
Oh my God! Hold on. Oh my God! This feels like it's super important. They're talking about a guy who is just. Oh my God, this feels like it's super important. We don't get to fucking know who it is. Please, in the chat, if you know who this is and it's been explained in other sources or other documents, please let us know who the fuck they're talking about, because it seems like this is an important conversation. I'm going to back up and shut the hell up so we can hear this in its entirety, because I've stomped all over it like a freaking redheaded stepchild. Let me see if I can back up, and then I'm going to try to be quiet and listen to the context, because it feels like what they're talking about is going to be important. So hold on.
I mean, there's some feelings there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Not an easy thing to sit, process.
Very ideal. No.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned a gentleman named to us. Can you tell us who that might be?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his role at the house?
He was. He was visiting that weekend. He was dating a girl that lived on a house we call. It's like that.
Fuck.
That kind of.
Okay.
And he was like visiting that weekend. He was kind of the guy that kind of like called us. Was like, hey, something bad happened at Xana's house. Can you like get a head count on the guys, make sure everyone's accounted for, types of thing.
This feels like it's important. This feels like it's important. Some guy is in just for the weekend. So the murders happened this weekend. This guy's in just for the weekend. This feels like it's important. And why the fuck is it a fucking complete redacted bullshit for us? Who came into town just that weekend, the weekend of the murders, that we don't get to know what his role at the house? What was his role at the house? He's here just for the weekend. They asked him about taking a roll count. Why? What are you looking for?
He was dating someone, right? They said he was
dating
dating someone
in town. Who? Someone, a victim in the house? Was it a victim in the house? Well, that can't be, right? No, it could be. Yes, It could be. Let's think. Somebody's boyfriend was out of town, supposedly. So there's, at a house we call the Treehouse. It's Garth Brooks. Fuck that serial killer motherfucker. He gets around everywhere. He was visiting that weekend. Who was visiting? A potty?
Yeah.
Who was
Does anybody
talking about? A potty. Who were they talking about? He was visiting that weekend and dating some girl. He's visiting that weekend. Who is it? I mean, the good news is we're 19 minutes in and we're an hour and 30 into the show.
We're getting there. There.
So we will finish this by fucking November. Where's the timestamp for the video? It's right down there. That's the
Oh, you just moved it.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So nobody gave me a quick answer on who are we talking about that came in just for the weekend and was dating somebody. Trilogy is not the answer. All right. I'm looking at the time. We're about an hour and 30 minutes into this. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can get 5 more minutes of this video done before we close out.
Anytime there's like last year, there's somebody that died in a canal.
Fuck.
Paradise Creek, actually.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Who's that guy? Who's the guy that drowned in the creek?
Caden. No. Hudson Lindau.
Hudson. Was it Hudson Lindau that died in the creek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever came into town for the weekend, he apparently gets involved when there's some kind of mysterious murder, like when Hudson Lindau drowned recently. So I want to know who the fuck this is. Who is this? Who is this person who comes in for the weekend?
Just for the weekend.
And gets and does head counts after a murder or a suspicious death. Like, I might be making way too much out of this, but fuck.
Amanda says there's another one that drowned there as well.
Yeah, you might be right. Hudson Lindau.
There is what's his name? Oh, dang.
Nanny Gagas, is this leading to Coburg? Fuck no, it's not leading to Coburg. Fuck no, nothing fucking leads to Coburg. Fuck no, that's my point. Nothing,
right.
Fucking, a million fucking strings with everybody fucking everybody at the frats and the sororities. And
we may.
Is it going to lead to Koberger? Fuck no, it's not going to lead to Koberger. He's an incel who can't get laid.
Because we know he wasn't hooking up with anybody from the house.
God dang it, man.
We may get the answer by 2027 when we finish the interview.
All right, look. Let's just keep going, shall we?
Yeah.
All right.
So we had we were working with the police. We had to get a head count and stuff. So that's something that we've done before, where we just kind of sprint through the house, like call a couple of guys, have them account for their pledge class, make sure that they can get a hold of everybody.
So you did a head count on the 13th?
I think so. If that's the right day, if that's the Sunday.
Yep.
So I need to understand this. I want to understand Greek life. So a drowning happens, or a quadruple homicide happens, and you guys immediately take a head count. Why the fuck would you do that? Do you want to know if one of your frat brothers were involved in the murder or the suicide? Like, why would you hey, look, something happened, so we automatically, as a routine, start taking a head count? Who the fuck's missing? Like, why would you assume somebody in your frat house might have been involved in a murder or suicide in the first place? Why is there a fucking person who's appointed to take a head count when somebody goes dead? Like, am I losing?
Yeah.
No, it's weird.
Well, he did say, he said his I guess as, I don't know, vice president, he said his job is he has to know where his guys are at all times. That's what he said earlier. So
Crime and Chaos, Devil's ask him, typically unique. I think she knows who the guy is. I'm pretty sure they discussed the guy on her channel. I would love to. I will tell you this. This is going to be a side tangent, people. From what I understand, Kim from Typically Unique is a big Dago supporter, goes on Dago's show all the time.
Yeah.
And I try not to poach other people's guests. So Kim is buddy with Dago. And while Dago's on our show all the time, and while I like Kim very much, I don't want to go after people that he does business with. I just feel like I just got a weird thing about it. So while I would love to approach Kim from Typically Unique, I purposely don't go poaching after people that other people do business with. It's my thing. So I would like to ask her, and I would certainly welcome her telling me, but I'm not going to go after her because I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to poach Dago's people. All right, let's keep going.
You know what time that would have been? Best guess.
11 to 12.
11 to 12. How did that head count go?
It went, I think we got a hold of everybody, because a few guys, every weekend don't stay at the house for a number of reasons. Like they could be going home visiting, have family in the area, staying at girls' houses and stuff, or apartments. I think was the only guy we didn't get a hold of, and that's because
that pisses me off. So I think the head count went pretty well. There was only one guy they didn't get a hold of because he wasn't available, and we don't get to know who it is because it's fucking redacted.
Yeah.
All right.
he was with the people that found the bodies, or was there.
What? What? Wait, what?
Wow.
What? Hold on. So
who's with the bodies?
I thought the guy that they couldn't get a hold of. So they did a head count, and one guy they couldn't get a hold of, but he was with the people that found the bodies. Hold on.
Whoa,
I gotta back.
Back up.
What? Hold on.
What the?
Okay, I backed up about 30 seconds, so it may take us a while to get there again. If I heard this correct, and maybe I didn't. This is why I can't do live breakdowns. This is why I don't do live breakdowns. It sounded to me like he said, hey, they did his head count and they couldn't get a hold of one guy, and he's the guy that was with them when they found the bodies. Okay, hold on. Oh my God, Hunter Johnson. Okay, all right, hold on.
Oh.
It went. I think we got a hold of everybody, because a few guys, every weekend don't stay at the house for a number of reasons. Like they could be going home visiting, have family in the area, staying at girls' houses and stuff, or apartments. I think was the only guy we didn't get a hold of, and that's because he was with the people that found the bodies, or was.
Okay, yeah. Hunter Johnson would totally make sense. Hunter Johnson was not at the frat. He was staying off campus, and he was one of the people that found the bodies. We know Hunter Johnson was there that found the bodies. I'm going to put that in air quotes because I'm a fucking asshole. Found the bodies. So Hunter Johnson found the bodies. Anyway, so yeah, they couldn't get a hold of that guy.
Found the bodies.
Right. They found the bodies. All right, let's keep going.
There at the time, and I think he was down at the station.
Okay.
Oh, so he couldn't get a hold of him because he was at the police station. Well, that would make some sense if he found the bodies. Yeah. Okay.
Head count, or do you?
We don't really document them. It's more like Jordan and I will go room to room, see if anyone's missing. We'll call a guy like a junior, sophomore, freshman, start accounting for their PC, try and see if you can get a hold of everyone. If there's anyone initially that you can't find, just kind of pretty random. We've only done it maybe once, twice.
So I know we're not getting very far through this interview, but I want to ask so when there's a suicide accident like Hudson Lindau drowning in the creek, or a quadruple homicide, it is pretty routine that they take a head count. Why is that? Are they expecting that they're going to get approached by law enforcement and they want to speak for their brothers and say, well, we know it's none of us. I know whatever happened didn't involve us because we've accounted for all of our brothers and we know exactly where they were. So Like is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, does it sound suspicious that every time there's an accidental drowning or a murder, they need to take a head count? Like, I'll tell you what happens. I'll tell you what.
It kind of reminds me of high school or whatever when there was a fire drill, and the teacher had to take a head count. That's kind of what.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if there's a murder in my town, I don't go check with my wife to see where she was to see if she was involved in the murder. Like, why would you assume that you need to take a head count? Like, oh shit, somebody died in town. Well, where the fuck was my wife last night? All right, you have it covered. Okay, I got it covered. My wife was covered. Like, why would you go check on a murder or a suicide
it's weird.
to go see where everybody was at? I don't know. All right. You going to finish this?
And now this is from Wade Bird. This is the thing. If they were taking a head count before the 911 call.
Yeah, so that's one of the things he did say. He did say something, and this was about 11 or 12.
Yeah, between 11 and 12.
That's on what day? Because if it was between 11 and 12 on the 13th, then we've got a problem. Because you're right, because it hasn't even been discovered anybody died. If it was between 11 and 12 on the 14th, then okay, that can make sense. So I don't know. I didn't hear the day, on what day they were calling.
I'd say he's probably talking about the 13th, but
I think so too.
Well, that's a problem. If they're doing it between 11 and 12
it is.
Before the 911 call, that's a fucking problem. No, that's not just a problem. That's a major fucking problem.
Of course,
it is.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. Well, the Snapchat probably went,
How do we know? People in my chat are saying it was before the 911 call. How do we know?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't hear the date. All I heard was he said they took a head count. Now, here's the thing. They did say that weekend. He was in town for that weekend.
Right.
And so was it still Sunday? Was it still Sunday? And then between 11 and 12, they took a head count. Why would you take a head count when you don't know there's murders yet?
Right. Exactly.
That's the problem.
So when did you know?
Yeah, they knew
Lyndon
early
said
on.
9 a.m. Lyndon said 9 a.m.
A lot of people said 9 a.m.
Yeah.
What's 9 a.m.? The time that they took the head count?
Well, no. A lot of people
there was
9 a.m. They knew.
Yeah,
Snapchat.
Because that's when the Snapchat went out. There's an interview with another guy, but he was like anonymous, I think.
Yeah,
Dago
his name
played part of it. David's but he wouldn't. Dago showed it too.
Lots of people in the chat think that when he said that they took a head count before 11 or 12, that it was the day of the murders, before the 911 call. A lot of people
definitely, because supposedly the Snapchat went, because so he just said they had big Snapchats with like 40 people or so I think there's enough. I mean, we don't know definitively, but it seems like there was a Snapchat that went out around 9 a.m.
Play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate.
Christy's niece called her.
Yes. So I was going to say, let me play devil's advocate. So if Hunter discovers the bodies just before the 911 call, he goes in and discovers them. Is his first reaction to jump on Snapchat and text fucking 30 people and say, holy shit, something fucking horrible happened here before they place the 911 call? Could that explain why they immediately start taking a head count as somebody in or associated with the Deltas texted and said, holy shit, something fucking horrible happened in this house before the 911 call was even placed? Could it have come from Hunter to a group chat to everybody?
Very possibly.
It's possible, but I think it was way before 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I kind of think it was well before 11 o'clock as well. I kind of think it was more like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I think that people took pictures. I'm sorry. I think pictures were taken.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. And I think on Snapchat,
that's something that kids would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only part, I agree. I've always felt that pictures were being taken and sent out to a group.
Well,
nobody thought it was worth documenting that.
Didn't we have? Isn't there evidence in the documents? Well, we don't know what it is. Didn't Dylan take photos? But it
and video.
Yes, she was on Snapchat.
But we don't know.
And
but we don't know. But we don't know what it is. Yeah, right.
No.
But
No.
it could have gone out. It could have gone out to a group of people, and everybody could have fucking know, or whoever she wanted to know knew what happened. But again, every single person was quiet on that. And maybe I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Maybe everybody didn't realize the significance of how important this was going to be. And 24 hours expires, and the message. And by the way, I don't know if 24 hours is a hard thing on Snapchat or if you can set the time limits. Like I know a lot of apps that do disappearing messages. You can set it to 10 minutes after they read it to delete. So is 24 hours just the default, or can it be changed? But the point being is that, did people get the messages and see pictures and knew about the murders well ahead of time? And the rumors started to spread well ahead of time, which would be a major problem for the story that Dylan and Bethany had no idea what was happening. It wasn't until after the police came in and discovered Kaylee and Maddie that they even knew Kaylee and Maddie were, like, all of that goes out the window if they're fucking taking pictures and sending it off to a group of people about what happened in that house.
Well, because what was Dylan taking videos of?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't get that.
Know. Well, shit, we're 20 minutes into this video, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Maybe we should kind of start to wrap up here. We're 20 minutes into the video. Let's start to wrap up here, because this is why I can't do live breakdowns, because I have too many comments and I go on little mini tirades, and then after I scream for like 5 minutes, I pause it, and it's 2 seconds later, like that's because I was out of town till Thursday. Like,
but this is good.
We have this is good. 48 lovely souls in here with us. Who are experiencing this with us, whether they've already seen it or this is their first time seeing it. So, hey.
Somebody needs to remember for posterity that we're at 20 minutes and 54 seconds into this video. So if we do start it tomorrow, we need to start at the 20 and 54 second mark.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. Any questions from people? Okay. So you've heard me rant. You've heard me lose my mind. You've heard me drop more F-bombs than I possibly should have done. Does anybody have any, like, Lee, you completely missed it, dude. If you listen 5 minutes on from where you're at, you're going to hear them explain everything they just raged about. Keep it going. But keep it going. This is better than watching stand-up.
See? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Look, they don't want us to quit.
Bitch,
they don't want us to quit. They want us to keep going.
I see you, Casey. I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, we don't have a hard cutoff but you guys are on the East Coast, so I don't know how you guys are feeling. But we don't have a hard
I don't care. It's only 10 o'clock, not even.
It's up to you.
Up to you.
I'm off tomorrow.
Live breakdowns. I'm glad that you like.
Yeah.
See, I've never done this. I don't think I've ever done the live breakdown, and so I wasn't sure.
I told you. I told you.
Yeah.
It's everyone wants to see the live analysis, the immediate.
Canny Mag says, I can't stop wondering why this guy is important. I'll tell you why this guy is important. The reason why this guy is important is he's a major head of Delta Tau Delta, which had been rumored to sell drugs, which had been rumored that Showalter, who's a Delt, who might have been involved in the murders, and it might have been related to drugs. So when it came out that a Delt, a major leader of the Delt, is giving an interview, everybody wants to know, what did the Delts have to say? Because there's rumors out there.
I don't know if I'd even say it's a rumor, right? He apparently was arrested for drugs and stuff. So
there you go.
It's not really it's not even a rumor.
No.
Troubled Ocean's in Florida, and she's okay with staying on for a little bit. So, hey, that's all right. You want to keep going a little bit?
Yeah,
we could do a little more. Yeah.
You got some stamina. I mean, it's what your wife says, but no. I'm just kidding. I'm just feeling irreverent. Let's get at this.
No.
Okay.
So good procedure there.
There was another name you mentioned too during the first interview you sat through. Was it? Yeah. Tell us about him.
He's
who?
Yeah,
there's another guy in your first interview you told us about. Tell us more about him. Who the fuck are we talking about now? Let's see if we can figure it out together. Or if somebody in the chat knows, please tell me right now, who are we about to hear a bunch of shit about that we don't get to know because they redacted the piss out of it? Anybody? Anybody? I got 30 seconds. Anybody got the name of who we're going to be talking about, or we just need to figure it out? Because I like 2 seconds after I unpause it, we're going to find out. All right, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it.
My pledge class.
Okay.
Nice guy. Good friends with. I'm trying to figure out in what capacity did I mention him.
That he lives on.
Jack does.
Okay.
Still lives in the fraternity.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, he lives at the house.
Yeah, he just got done with like an too.
Which one is that?
As he'd like to call it.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he present at the head count?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he help with the head count?
No, he's a kind of what we call like a night owl. So like, it's a miracle if we see him before noon.
Wait. He's a night owl. You know what? By the way, I'm going to side tangent. I was rewatching a Crime Con 2026 episode when they were talking about a guy that was accused of murder, and they mentioned Kohberger, and they said, "Come on, people! They want us to believe that Kohberger just goes for a drive in the middle of the night." Yes, motherfucker, there are night owls. There are people who are night owls. This guy's a night owl, but apparently if Kohberger is up at 2:45 in the morning, that's fucking obvious he's a killer. Because you want us to believe that somebody's actually up at 2:40 in the morning. Yeah, motherfucker, there are people who are night owls. Just like
me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, like my wife. Fuck, I can't get her to go to bed before 4 a.m. She's apparently a killer. Shit. We need to go look at every person who's been killed in our area, apparently, because Rhonda is up to like 4 a.m. And that's obviously very suspicious. All right.
On weekends, just sleeps in all day and stuff. But yeah. I mean, yeah, and he's popped up on the university radar a couple times for altercations.
Okay.
Oh my God, who are we talking about and why do I know? So there's some guy who's up all the time, late at night, sleeps into the middle of the day. He's known by security campus as a guy that is involved in. Who is that? Who is it? Who is that? Who are they talking about? Please, for the love of God, somebody tell me you know who they're talking about. Anybody? Class? Bueller? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Class? God, we're old. We're see, that shit's funny to us. Because we don't have a Bueller day off, but not everybody's like, what are you talking about? Class, Bueller, Bueller. Connor? Is it Connor? All right. I thought I heard something about Connor.
All right.
Connor Chestnut.
Connor, that would make. Thank you. That might make sense. So we're gonna for the moment we're gonna say maybe the guy who's up late at night all the time, sleeps until day, and is known to be in altercations on campus is Connor Chestnut. What is Connor Chestnut's relationship to the house? Doesn't he have a relationship to Kaylee?
He did. I saw Amanda posted earlier. There was something with him. He did. I don't know necessarily that they hooked up, but he was on a trip with them in Cabo, and I know who supposedly he had some kiss or something with Maddie that was talked about. So
Cabo
he definitely was he was interested in Maddie. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people were interested in Maddie, to be fair. I mean,
I know, I'm just saying.
Ryan Kohberger was interested in Maddie. That's the reason why he came to the house to kill everybody.
Yeah, but if he actually went on a trip with her and was making out with her.
And so I need to ask, I'm just going to ask. The Gonzalez's took Maddie on vacations with them. The Gonzalez's, I think they went to Cabo. I think they went to Cabo with Maddie.
Yes, they did, Kaylee. I think.
So was Connor Chestnut at the same family get together with Kaylee and Maddie? And then if that's the case, then how does Connor know the Gonzalez family, or does he? I'm just curious. These are just questions I'm spitballing. Does anybody know when they went to Cabo? So the story seems to be, and in the chat, the story seems to be Connor Chestnut may be who we're talking about. Connor Chestnut may have kissed Maddie in Cabo. Was she with Kaylee in Cabo? Were the Gonzalez family in Cabo? Because they took Maddie with them on vacations. I'm just curious. Kissed Maddie on spring break in Cabo. What families were there? Was Kaylee there? Was the Gonzalez family there? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't know
the answer. I mean, the good news is we're 22 minutes into this video now.
So. I mean, yeah, we're just burning right through it.
We're flying through this motherfucker.
Flying.
We're flying through it. We're flying through it. Not a family vacation. All right, let's keep going. We may or may not be talking about Connor Chestnut, what the fuck? Fucking Chestnut, who may be up late at night, sleeps in till 11 or so, and is involved in altercations on campus and is well known to campus. So I don't know if it's Connor or not we're talking about.
What type of altercations?
Got in a fight at the corner club one night. Then got in a fight at recently.
Okay.
Why is that second part redacted? So it's not important for us to listen. Devil's in the details. Got in a fight at the corner club, clear as day, and also got in a fight at the redacted. Why? Why redact it? What's the big fucking secret of where he got in fights? Corner club wasn't a secret. Where's the other place he got in a fight that's a secret? And why the fuck are you hiding that? That tells me something. There's a reason why they don't want you to know where the second fight happened. Right? Why would you redact the second part? Why is the corner club okay, but not the second part?
What is it about all these fights?
Broken Plea, in the book Broken Plea, Tiffany Marie says, in the book Broken Plea, Chestnut wakes up and plays games in his room the rest of the night, per Chestnut. And there was a lot of talk about Ethan playing video games, and who he played video games with. Did he play games with Connor Chestnut? Were they playing Rocket League, right? That was supposed to be one of the things that Ethan played, is Rocket League.
Maybe.
Amanda sent me something private, but I'm afraid if I pop it up, it's going to show for everybody, and then I'll be embarrassed. And
yeah. What she said.
You'll need to look and tell me if it's something we should talk about, because if I pull it up, I'm going to end up making a mistake. I just know it. All right, so let's.
Casey Cirillo?
She said there's a Casey
in the chat.
Yeah.
If we take a shot every time that Lee drops the F-bomb, we would be shit-faced.
Yep.
This is not
get your drinking game.
This is not a
children's show. Early.
Did I just? Whoever told you this was a children's show? Here, there you go. I'm going to put parental advisory as parental discretion is. If you're not if you are an adult, you can watch this show. If you're a child, you should not be watching this show. No part of anything that comes out of my mouth is kid friendly. All right, are you ready to keep going, guys? All right, Robin, you're muted, so I saw your face moving, but I don't.
Yeah, that's okay. Sorry.
All right.
What was that one about? I'm guessing the corner club one is just like, dude.
Yeah, just talking shit.
Yeah.
I think in a parking lot. It was so weird. All of us were there, and none of us saw it or knew it happened or he was beefing with anybody. Just pretty random, spur of the moment. Parking lot.
What was the one at the event?
That one, they're still kind of.
So stop. What was the one at the event? So now we know a little bit more about the redacted one. He got in a fight at the corner club, and he got in a fight at an event of some kind, because they didn't redact that part. So whatever the second fight was, they said, what was the corner club? Oh, he just got in a fight in the parking lot with somebody, and nobody even knew that was happening. We didn't even know he was beefing with anybody. So what was the fight at the event? Now, event tells me it's probably a frat. It's probably a frat event. No more beer pong. We got a new game, the DA F-bomb game. Fuck it, I am down. I will get all you. I will bring all you MFers down underneath the table. Somebody says it was at the Alpha Phi formal. That would be a sorority, right? That would be the female sorority that Kaylee was involved with, the Alpha Phi. So did Connor Chestnut? We don't even know if it is Connor Chestnut. Is it Connor Chestnut who got into a fight at Alpha Phi where Kaylee is a member of? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Please check your messages, Rhonda, on Discord, says the Ripper. Now I got men texting my women on my wife on the side. That's nothing.
My women.
My women. I got women. I got women.
Hey, Davey White's in the house.
Davey? What? Davey? Is it the same Davey from the other channel?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know what Davey White, by the way, dude, I have been watching your TikToks. You're a hilarious dude. You are a hilarious dude. If you guys like some humor, you should go check out Davey White, by the way. All right, let's spend a few more minutes with this individual who got in a fight at Corner Club and some event. And what was the air quotes I was making earlier? Was it the fuck was that? Anyways, who knows? Discovered the bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking into university, again, I leave for 2 weekends this year and everything goes to shit type of deal with me. This was one of the weekends I was gone. I was getting like tons of phone calls at like 10 on Saturday, like trying to piece together what the hell's going on at this formal. But from what it sounds like, he was actually just in the wrong spot, wrong place, wrong time. Another one of our guys was, just talking shit with another guy from another fraternity. And guy left, went in to talk to our guy. That guy came back with more guys and just ended up getting caught in the middle of it. Just kind of.
What guys? What?
What? I'm getting so confused. Is this like, our guy went away and came back with more guys? So a big fight happened. Sounds like a big fight happened, right? So he gets in a fight. He goes and he gets more of his brothers. They come back and they get into a bigger fight. Either that or this just turned into one of the, never mind. I'm not going to go. But the point being is that, it sounds like it turned into a big deal. I could not dislike this dickhead more. I hope you're not talking about me, goddammit. Like, they're like, goddamn DA, I couldn't dislike this motherfucker more. I'm going to sit here and listen to this asshole all night long. I can't stand that guy. Why doesn't he shut the hell up? And I'm hammered because I've been drinking a shot every time he says the F-bomb. All right. You guys want to continue?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, these guys are just swinging on my friend. Like, just starts throwing bombs too, and I guess, but yeah.
When did that happen?
3-4 weeks ago. It was pretty recent.
Was it that?
So that's around Halloween then.
No. This interview was conducted 3 weeks after the murders. So if it's 3 weeks ago from when they're having this interview, it's around the time of the murders.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a huge difference.
Right.
This fight they're talking about that involved multiple brothers and whatever is it, unless I'm wrong, this interview was conducted about 3 weeks after the murders, and he said it was about 3 weeks ago. So it would be something around
so it'd be right around. Yep.
Right.
I need an aspirin. All right, let's keep going.
No, that probably like a weekend or two before that though.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like that was like a big thing on my plate last few weeks before break.
Okay.
A few weeks before break.
And talking to the university about disciplinary action and stuff.
So what type of repercussions would somebody be facing for?
Oh yeah. Wasn't Connor kicked out? Am I getting that confused? Was Connor kicked out?
I think
someone was saying that in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
Was it? Wait a minute. I shouldn't. I'm gonna get sucked. I'm gonna get shit fucked up. Was it Connor? Was it? I'm asking a question. Careful.
Yeah.
Was it Connor that got kicked out of the Corner Club because he got grab-assy with Maddie at the Corner Club? Was that Connor or who was it? Somebody got grab-assy with Maddie at the Corner Club and got kicked out for being a little too handsy with her. You remember this? Does anybody remember that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember if it was Connor or not.
I thought it was Connor. No. Hanky Panky Mom says no. Who was it? Who got kicked out of the Corner Club? I thought Connor. Yeah. So now we got Davey saying I think it was Connor. I think it was Connor. Cole. It was Cole Barenberg. Yes.
Cole Barenberg. Okay.
Okay. Cole Barenberg.
Thank you, Mom. You take a shot. Thank you. You got the prize tonight. I think it was Cole. Cole Barenberg. I think got handsy and grab-assy with Maddie at the Corner Club allegedly and got kicked out. Thank you. Davey, it was Cole. Yeah, see? He's like, oh, it's Cole. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I made the mistake as well. I'm an asshole. Let's move on. Let's keep going.
Stuff.
Yeah, like anger management, probably like an alcohol class, fine, probably like apology letters to event center, to the AFEs.
So wait. Are we talking? We've assumed he's talking about Connor Chestnut. Is he talking about Cole or is he talking about Connor? Because we assumed a while ago that it was Connor we're talking about. Is he talking about Cole Behringer? Coke Behringer? That's crazy. Connor was banned from the Corner Club for fighting and wasn't at the Corner Club that night. So Connor, so it had to have been Cole that got grab assy.
Right.
At the
Yeah,
Corner
it had to
Club,
been
because
Cole.
Connor was in.
Yep.
And by the way, do we feel confident that really happened? Did somebody really get grab assy with Maddie? Or was that just a weird rumor that one person said and we all keep repeating it?
I am not sure.
I don't know. I don't know if it's been verified, but.
And Cole Berenberg was not under fraternity. Hanky Panky Mom says. Hanky Panky Mom, by the way, has a fucking fantastic name.
There's 2 douches afoot.
There's 2 dudes. Yeah, myself and I. Yeah, Connor and Cole both apparently are a little bit douchey. Yeah. There are several people that said it in several reports. That's what I thought. Several police reports that talk about an individual that got handsy with Maddie at the Corner Club, right? When do we stick a fork in this bitch and say it's done for the night? Yeah, I don't even know when we call it good. Do we keep going?
Whatever you want to do.
I gotta pee is what I want. Okay, hold on. Let's keep going.
I mean, this is pretty much what I recommended to the university is like what we do on our end, like hold them accountable for apologizing to that fraternity, to that member specifically, make sure that they, meet face to face, they shake hands on it and stuff. And, that's also like seen by their and stuff. And, just making sure that it ends there, that, that doesn't spread and, that our houses are just kind of cool and stuff, because like everybody's the toughest guy in the world after a few drinks. So we definitely want to make sure
he's the toughest guy in the world after a few drinks. I get knocked down and I get up again.
I get up again.
I'm gonna knock down. All right, sorry. I digress. That's what I do.
sure it stops there, and that that we aren't causing more problems especially at sorority functions of all places. Yeah.
So as in a leadership role, you said he was. Oh, that's what it is.
Motherfuckers, with your redaction bullshit.
I was not slapping during.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my shit. Why do you need to redact that shit? It sounds funny. I want to laugh with you. It sounds funny. Let's share the joke together, you motherfucker. Like, why do you have to hide that shit?
Beats the hell out of me.
Let's keep going.
No way.
Yeah. But those guys considered leadership roles throughout. I mean, you'll have sergeant of arms, secretary, VP, Prez. What other roles do you guys have?
We have an academic chairman, 2 rush chairmen, like a new member educator, a guy, a ritualist guy in charge of like the national ritual ceremonies.
Oh shit. Don't even get me started on fraternity and sorority rituals. That's for the Beyond channel. The Devil's Advocates Beyond. I'll talk about Greek life and the rituals and the mythology that goes along with the weird shit that they do in those places with their rituals. He's the ritual leader. I don't even want to get started on the rituals.
Yeah, really.
But we will talk about it on the other channel. But anyways, all right. He's trying to get you a pee break. Yeah, I need to take a pee break. Apparently I need to pee not just for myself, but also for Davey. So can you guys hold the fort down for a minute? I'm gonna go take a pee.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Drain the lizard. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're definitely learning some stuff here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And thank you guys in the chat for filling us in on some of the stuff that we don't know. There's just so much to know. This case is like never ending. There's always something new to learn. It's just craziness. So I hope you guys aren't too drunk out there yet.
Yeah.
But if you are playing the F-bomb game, be forewarned. You might not want to get out of bed in the morning. So. And while we have a second and speaking about the Beyond channel, if you guys, any of you are into paranormal, conspiracy, anything like that over on the other channel, we get into all that kind of stuff. So you should check it out Friday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time. No, 8 p.m. Pacific time and 11 p.m. Eastern. We're over there delving into all that good shit.
Thank you, Robin. By the way, I did have a talk today with Sue from Revelation Tarot, which some of you over in this channel may know. Sue would like to do something with me on this coming Friday. So we're trying to work out the time. I might cut Friday Night Fuckery a little early so that we can get into a little better time zone for her. So I've been working with Sue. So if you guys love Sue, like we love Sue, then we'll have her on, I hope, on Friday. We're working out the details now. All right.
Nice.
I need a hard limit. When are we going to cut this thing off?
That's up to you. You're the boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I'm the boss. Yeah, but if I lose everybody goes to sleep. All right, let's just keep going at it. Let's just keep going at it.
An alumni share. Dude, that's it for the most part. As far as our stuff goes. Okay. So those guys are like the executive, and then there's like an administrative rules that are more like day to day, like running the house type stuff, and then I preside over those guys.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like a lot. I mean, it's college, man. It's a fraternity and sorority. It's Greek life, right? There's a lot of stuff that's always happening and going on. What's your guys' standing within the university? How's your house?
Before that, we were in good standing. Yeah. Now we're waiting to hear back if we're on suspension or not. Like.
Okay. Before what? So it sounds to me, please correct me if I'm misunderstanding. So he's asking how their house, Delta Tau Delta, is doing. And apparently they're on rocky standing after this. After what? After what?
Yeah. What
after
happened?
The murders? Like what? After what are you on rocky standing? After some fight that happened? After the murders? Like why? What is? Do you know what I'm saying? Like why would he say? Well, after this, after what? After what are you now on rocky standing with the university? Does anybody know the answer to that? Or are we going to find out 2 seconds after I unpause and I'm looking like a jackass?
Probably.
Probably. What the hell?
Let's do that. I'm up for that. Let's do that. Keep going.
That's kind of like our state. Like we're like just waiting to hear back. And
is that from the university or from your national chapter?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're in trouble. The Delta Tau Delta is in trouble from both the University of Idaho and the national chapter of Delta Tau Delta because of some event that happened. What event? This event? The quadruple homicide event? I don't know. What event?
They're a bunch of bad boys.
Would a random fight make you in trouble with your national chapter?
It had to have been a pretty damn bad one.
What am I missing? Does anybody know what the hell I'm missing? What am I missing? Why is Delta Tau Delta in trouble with both the University of Idaho and the national chapter of Delta Tau? Why?
To get in trouble with both of them?
After this, we're in trouble.
It's got to be pretty bad.
Maybe after the fight.
Maybe after the fight. Mom says because of the fights and hazing allegations.
Yeah,
well, that would make sense.
What hazing allegations?
Right. And who were they hazing?
The hazing that turned into Hudson Lindau dying in a creek? Because that's officially a suicide, not a hazing. But a lot of people think it was a hazing. So was that a hazing incident?
I think it was.
I think it was a hazing incident. But they ruled it as a why did they rule it as a suicide? Of course they would. Because Hanky Panky Mom seems to know a lot of shit. What the fuck with Hanky Panky Mom? I think Hanky Panky Mom's an insider.
You do the hanky panky and
you do the.
sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did you hear about that?
That's the hokey
guy?
pokey. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hear about that guy that he just recently died and they had a problem because at the funeral when they put his left foot in, all the problems started to happen.
Dad joke alert.
And then all hell broke. They tried to bury him and they put his left foot in and then all shit broke.
Put your left foot in, you put your left foot out.
All right, let's. It's beautiful. I feel like this is a crazy.
I need
night.
another
Is this Friday?
cigar.
This feels like a Friday. Why does this feel like a Friday?
It is for me.
I know,
it is
right.
for
It is for
you.
you. Congratulations on having a few days off. That's awesome. All right, let's finish. Well, we're not going to finish the interview. I'll promise you that much. But let's do a little bit more. Let's do a little bit more.
Whose idea was this again? What?
So we definitely had to talk to the university, and then nationals flew in to talk about it all. Because
What? And nationals flew in. They're in so much trouble that the national chapter flies people in. What the fuck did you do? What did you do? Why is the national chapter flying people in to talk to your university and you're in trouble with the University of Idaho and you're in trouble with the national chapter for what exactly?
I want to know.
Says for some hazing. Hazing that ends in quadruple homicide, hazing that ends in a suicide in a creek. What kind of hazing?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
on top of that, we had a couple like hazing allegations that were brought to nationals.
So wait.
There you go.
Hanky Mom. No. Listen. On top of that, we had some hazing. It's not because of the hazing. It's on top of whatever brought them. See, the devil's in the details. I get it. Hanky Panky Mom said it's because of hazing. But what did he say? On top of whatever fucking flew them out nationally to deal with this issue, there was some hazing issues. It's not the hazing issues directly. I think that's the problem. Something happened. And on top of that, there was hazing issues, which led to them flying people out from the national chapter. Right?
Right.
So what again, I ask, what happened?
What happened?
Because of what happened that the national chapter came out to look at in things.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's keep going.
Attention. So, we had to answer those questions, and I answered questions about the formal incident and just like what we knew about that, like what the hell happened. Or
the formal incident. What happened at the formal?
Fuck, Robin, listen. It sounds to me like
what happened?
The murders happened. The murders happened around a formal. There was a formal going on. The murders happened, and the fucking national chapter sends out people asking questions about the formal and all these things, and they're in trouble for things. It sounds to me like the national chapter suspects something fucking went wrong with the quadruple homicide on the night of the formals. That's what it sounds like to me. Maybe I'm making that shit up. I don't know.
Yeah. And Anthony Jackson, I think you're right. It has to be worse than the hazing. So
it has to be worse than hazing.
What happened at the damn formal? Oh, there was a fight.
Alpha Phi. At the Alpha Phi formal, Kaylee's sorority, by the way, Alpha Phi formal, is that not Kaylee's sorority?
Yeah.
And does it seem like it? Does any motherfucker else think it's significant that Kaylee was considered the target of this attack and might have been going to Alpha Phi or Alpha Phi member, and there's some formal and a fight breaks out and the fucking Delts are flying in their national people to look into the Delta fraternity about what happened during this event, and Kaylee gets killed.
Yeah, this motherfucker thinks it's pretty damn significant.
I'm going to take a drink. You just said motherfucker. I got a drink. Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go. Take a drink.
yes, but Kaylee dropped out. You're right. Kaylee did drop out. You're right.
She
Kaylee wasn't the current member.
She didn't want to keep paying all the charges.
Right.
Dues.
In fact, some have argued that's part of what's going on. Kaylee dropping out of the Alpha Phi might have actually been part of what is the whole impetus of what happens here in a fucked up world, which I don't have to explain it right now. But her leaving, you're right. I don't think she was an active Alpha Phi.
No.
And so therefore I agree. Hanky Panky Mom apparently lives in Moscow, Idaho. I swear to God. Hanky Panky Mom, you're right. I don't think Kaylee, I'm saying you're right. Like I know, but I don't believe Kaylee went to the formal. She did not. I believe again, Dylan asked Kaylee to come into town to attend something that they didn't even attend. And I don't think it was an Alpha Phi thing.
Yeah. Very possible.
Yeah, very possible.
Wade Bird, he's oversharing because he's nervous about something. Fuck yeah, that's what I think happens.
And
the devil's in the details. They get,
and if
he's getting his stories mixed up, and he's getting a little rattled. He's getting diarrhea.
And if and if it's his job to know where his guys were and everything, and he's that high up. So if there was a fraternity member from his group that was involved, he definitely knows. He definitely would know that something, that involves someone.
And by the way, Hanky Panky Mom, who just announced herself as a frat house mom, is super interesting because it sounds like she knows a hell of a lot more about the Greek system than my dumbass. So I'm glad that we have kind of somebody who's right, because I didn't go to Greek life.
Me neither.
I was at a campus when I saw Greek life, so I kind of know what happens at Greek life, but somewhat. But anyways, so all right, shit. All right, do we keep going?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're the boss. You tell us.
That's what you guys keep saying. I don't feel like a boss. I don't feel like All right, let's keep going.
How we plan on, just like our process for like discipline and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What does the suspension mean? What does it do for you?
Suspension would be like we'd have to halt chapter operations. Like there'd be no participating in any like sorority events as far as like philanthropies go. We couldn't represent their intramurals. We couldn't have a team there or anything. Like it's just kind of like no formal operations from the house. Like we're allowed to like run the house as far as like run the house goes, but can't really operate as a fraternity. Like not hold any functions or
you have no visibility basically.
Yeah.
Kind of.
We're like
stay in the closet until you.
Which is weird because like the fact you can't participate in a philanthropy when you're suspended, like I feel like that's like a joke as far as like philanthropy is like a good thing.
Oh, totally.
And that positive, and it's like you're suspended, you can't participate in the philanthropy. It's like, well, now I'm just a asshole. Like we have girls text us, it's like they know we're suspended and stuff, and they're like, yeah, I just don't care about the blind kids or something. But
what about suspension for the individual that was involved in the altercation? I mean, is that whole hot?
Who is the individual who was involved in the altercation that got the suspension? Is it Cole or is it? Is it Connor? Cole or Connor? Does anybody know for sure? Cole or Connor?
Real quick, I just want to take a moment and thank everyone who's giving us jewels and other gifts. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
We all like the family jewels.
Yep.
I don't, by the way, for those who think I'm ignoring all the jewels, I don't see them. I don't get to see them. In StreamYard, where I'm streaming from, I don't get to see jewels or little gifts and stuff like that. So I apologize if I have missed.
I can see them because I have my wings, my monitors. So
wangs.
I can see them. Yep, my wangs.
Have you seen them wangs? All right, look. We're at 28 minutes and 20 seconds, and it's only taken us 2 hours and 22 seconds to cover 20 minutes. So here's what I suggest we do. Let's get to the 30-minute mark of this video, half hour in, and we'll call it good.
Wow.
We only got a minute and a half left. We should be wrap up by fucking 3 o'clock in the morning.
We're good till Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving soon enough.
Yeah, what the hell?
Let's finish the last hour. Sorry, the last minute and 20 seconds or so. Right?
High regard to the nationals that would come in and see that. Is that an option you guys thought about?
Yeah, nationals, especially because we're just like names and like I don't know, like a check to them every year. Usually, if there's anything that pops up on their radar, they just cut them loose. They're just like, all right, bye. Like we don't want to hear about you again, kind of thing. Like, especially the lady that came and talked to us, like flew in from like Midwest. So like, I mean, the only thing she and I know about each other is the conversation we had. And I know that like, but getting on National's radar is bad because like they'll just cut us. Like they don't care. Like really, like they'd rather just preserve the fraternity's good name and make sure that we don't make the news in any bad way. So we
Like
know,
associated
with that all.
let's make sure you don't make the news like being associated with the quadruple homicide. That would really be bad for the fucking chapter.
That'd be bad.
It would be bad. That'd be bad. Hanky Panky Mom, 2 delts involved in a fight at Alpha Phi Formal. I haven't figured out who the other guy was yet. Thank you, Hanky Panky Mom. By the way, Hanky Panky Mom, can you say, are you in the Moscow, Idaho area? Like, do you know these particular local frats and sororities, or are you an outsider who knows Greek system and you're from another part of the country? If you're willing to let me know, please let me know. If you're local, or if you're completely out of the community, but you just know Greek life. All right, let's finish this last 50 seconds or so.
And stuff like those guys, like probably on death's door, honestly, like they'll probably get cut from the chapter and stuff. So
yeah, and was one of those guys.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, who else?
Was one of the guys as well. He was the one that, like, I wouldn't say start the altercation because that's not his side of the story, but
so some other guy is involved in the fights that started, and we don't get to know his name either. Hey, maybe it was Connor and Cole. I don't know. This guy sounds a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Yeah. No, he's like supposed to be like a really bright guy in finance and shit, and in New York with a job in New York.
Yeah.
And shit. One, go pay a visit to this guy and find out what the real fucking
Maybe
story
I
is.
should.
All right, let's finish this last.
Thank you very much, Nene.
Nene, thank you for the gift. Thank you. My side hurts from laughing. Keep going. Thank you very much. We've got like 20 seconds left. You got like another hour because we got like 20 seconds left to cover this interview before we're calling it another hour. Please, let's keep going.
Was definitely instigated in some capacity. Like,
Is this the Corner Club incident or at the sorority house?
so this is the sorority formal, and it was at a event center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Event
So
center.
the sorority formal. It sounds like Hanky Panky Mom says it's an Alpha Phi sorority formal, and it was at an event center, not at the house per se, right? So and I was teasing when I said I was a frat. God damn it, Hanky Panky!
Got it.
Damn it! You cannot
Hanky
troll
Panky.
my ass. You cannot troll my ass. I'm working here for a living. I'm working for a living. No trolling. Hold on. I got to pull my troll now. I'm going to pull my. Let's finish the last 8 seconds.
And with what sorority?
The Alpha Phi sorority.
Okay. Is it Alpha Phi or Alpha Phi?
They get mad if you call them Alpha Phi, but that is literally what it says.
Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on. I feel vindication. I've had people bust. Listen, I've had people bust me in the nuts. That's Alpha Phi, you asshole. It's not Alpha Phi. Here's a person in Greek life. They are in Greek life. Well, it's actually technically supposed to be Alpha Phi, but it's that they pronounce it Alpha Phi. Fuck all you people that correct my pronunciation. Because people who are in Greek life apparently don't know how to pronounce their own Greek letters. So anyways, so my apologies, but I get people busting my balls all the time. Like, it's not Alpha Phi, you idiot. It's Alpha Phi. Like, really? Apparently people in Greek life can't figure out how to pronounce their own shit either. So anyways, it is what it is. And what's funny is I actually kind of know a little bit about Greek and Hebrew because I spent a lot of time in religious studies. And so I know a little bit about Greek and Hebrew. So I should know exactly how to pronounce them. Anyways, we have made it to 30 minutes and 6 seconds. Just call it 30 minutes. We're 30 minutes in. And the good news is that it only took us 2.5 hours to do 30 minutes of the interview. One, when you suggested this idea, did you think that we were going to cover the whole hour and 47 minutes, or did you know damn well that we wouldn't make it very far?
I had my doubts that it would be finished in one.
Oh, I knew
taking,
it would.
But
I knew it
would.
But I knew that it would go well. The chat like really has been engaged in it, so hopefully you see. Yeah.
See, Jennifer
great.
Folsom, who was in Alpha Phi, says they pronounce it Alpha Phi. So again, I tell people to bite a fat one. Bite a fat one because apparently people who are in the system pronounce it differently.
The dog agrees. Yeah.
Yeah, the dog agrees.
All right. So this was a lot of fun tonight, guys. Thank you very much for staying up a little bit later on your East Coasters over there. I mean, 2/3 of the panel is on the East Coast, and it's very, very late for them. Thank you guys for hanging out with us so late tonight. And thank you guys for pushing me to do a rant. Like, this wasn't out of my wheelhouse. I'm like, we can't do this a live breakdown. I don't do live breakdowns, but I had a lot of fun. And I think the people had a lot of fun too. So.
Oh, that's my dog. Every time somebody claps or really starts laughing, she goes crazy. I don't know why.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for being part of the Crimes After Dark. Tomorrow, I'm trying a new thing. I'll guarantee you it won't be like this, but I'm trying to do a live dive into the Ohio dentist murders, the Spencer and Monique Tepe case. I'm going to show you what got me interested in the case, and we're going to do some live research. I'm going to do some live research. So if you like that kind of stuff like that, like this live, I have no idea what I'm going to say, and I can retract everything I just said 2 seconds after I say it. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'll also see you again tonight with our panel, or at least those who can make it, at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow night. Thank you all for coming and supporting us, those who gave us jewels, those who have donated money, and those who at the beginning of the show became new members. Awesome. Great. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.